I am Sarah, and being in Pathways was the ultimate game changer. This is when I stopped searching for life's meaning and started to create it instead. And this is when I realized that the divine, the universe, and the answer is within me all along. So if you feel that you're stuck, if you are feeling lost and misunderstood, take a leap of faith and join Pathways.
The Inner Journey workshop lays the foundation about the meaning of spirituality. I found this workshop during the time that I was still clueless about spirituality and I was having existential questions. So this workshop is perfect for those who are curious about the path but don't know where to start. This workshop taught me what is ego, how our wounds form, and now that we are aware, we always have a choice whether to stay in that state or to move forward to free ourselves.
My first workshop and one of my favorite workshops sa Pathways ay yung Mastery of Self-Love. Nag-enroll ako sa workshop na to kasi gusto ko talagang malaman kung ano ba talaga ang pag-ibig, ano ba talaga yung love. Romantic love ba yun? Love ba yun sa country? Love ba yun sa work? Sa passion? And at the end of the workshop, napagtanto ko na totoo talagang sinasabing learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all.
Isa sa mga pinaka-paborito kong workshop yung Art of Processing. Kasi I think kailangan ko talaga siya that time. At hindi lang isang beses magagamit yung natutunan dun sa Art of Processing. Paulit-ulit mo siyang magagamit para sa akin, paulit-ulit ko siya nagagamit sa iba't ibang sitwasyon sa life ko. Doon ko natutunan to really accept myself, forgive myself, and to release control. Lalo na sa mga bagay na hindi ko naman dapat kinokontrol. Kasi nakakadagdag lang siya sa bigat na binigay. At isa pa rin sa mga paborito kong workshop, yung Empath's Workshop. Sobrang special nun sa akin kasi natutunan kong i-apply yung mga natutunan ko as a mundane job at magamit siya sa pag-create ng isang bagay na makakatulong din sa mga empaths.
One-on-one with kila Mama J was very essential in my journey kasi yun yung time na I was going through a lot of internet chaos na at that time I wasn't able to handle myself, so I asked her assistance and guidance para hindi ako bumalik sa same cycle.
I was first led to Pathways more than a year ago when I only wanted to find out what was going on with me at the time, which I would later on discover that they were called ascension symptoms. Honestly, I didn't know much about healing at the time, and my first motive to enroll in the workshops was to deepen my knowledge of esoteric practices in the occult. And from there, I learned all about spiritual healing and the importance of doing shadow work and inner work properly. Because before I joined Pathways, I thought I already knew a thing or two about shadow work because there are a lot of sources out there on the internet teaching about shadow work, inner work, but it's one thing to read about these concepts and another to actually apply them into your life. And I will forever be grateful to the universe for leading me to Pathways and going through healing under the guidance of Mommy J and Det. They really did change my life in such a way that I could never even begin to imagine before all of this.
Tula para sa Pathways Community and Healing Center. Sandamakmak ang humahamak, dakdak ng kaululan, dinadakma ang wisyot bait, patong-patong ang pagal na ulirat. Sa gitna ng paikot-ikot at paulit-ulit, may isang komunidad na nanatili, nagmamasid at nagaantay, walang bahid ng paghuhusga. Pagsama sa pag-atras abante, nang hindi maintindihan nitong misteryo mula sa paghilom at masumpungan ang sarili sa umiinog na karahasan. Kapag dumadalo ako sa isang piging o anumang handaan, Hindi lahat ng nakahain ay kailangan tikman o kainin. Ganon ako natututo sa pathways. Sa bago kong espiritualidad bilang isang tagasunod ni Bathalang Kristo, masaya akong makita ang aking sarili bilang ako at kabilang sa komunidad. Ako si Brian Paler, saksi at nananatiling nakikilakbay sa gawain ng Pathways Community and Healing Center. Maraming salamat, Pathways Community and Healing Center.
Woo! Wow! Welcome. Hi, community. Good morning, good evening, everyone. Wherever you are in the world, welcome to tonight's Pathways Reset. So, actually, global community na tayo dito. So, feel free to engage with us. So, let's greet each other. Since community naman tayo dito eh. Type it in the chat box. Anything. Like, siguro kung where you're from, an emoji perhaps. So, yeah, welcome again. So, again, I am Sarah, and I'll be your host for today. And I've been with Pathways for 3 years already, and I've seen yung changes from when I started. And tonight, we've been waiting for this ultimate comeback. So, because today, more than ever, we really need this. We really need healing with everything that is happening externally na nakaka-affect din sa atin internally. And we long for spaces like pathways that could help us through whatever it is that is happening in our journey. And of course, this calls for a celebration because again, Pathways is back. Woo! And the team behind this has so much in store for you guys. And it's really exciting to start off actually with this excitement. Elna, I heard you're giving away a lot of prizes today.
Yes. So thank you, Sarah. Hi, everybody. So we'd love to hear from you. So tonight is a celebration. Please talk to us. So kung meron kayong tanong, if you have any questions, please feel free to type in your questions. And isang surprise also is ask us a question and get a chance to win vouchers worth 1,500 pesos and 1,000 pesos. And we will announce. So wait a little later kasi we will announce the winning questions at the end of the event. And this is a gift from Pathways. And as we'd like for you to be part and hope this one kickstarts your healing journey with all of us. Also, wait a little, may konting kwento lang because there will be some giveaway surprises later as we launch our website later. So stay with us for a while.
Okay.
Thanks, Sarah. Oh, by the way, speaking of engagement, let me turn you over to Ashley.
Hi guys. From here on out, following the reset of Pathways, Pathways will be creating more content moving forward. So I'm inviting you all to follow us on social media. We're at Pathways Heals on Instagram and Twitter. And on Facebook, our Facebook page is facebook.com/Pathways Healing Center. And we also have a Facebook group. The URL for that is facebook.com/groups/pathways heals. And I'm inviting you to join this community because kung gusto nyo makimingle with other like-minded people who are on the same path of healing, and also may mga madami ring downloads na napopost dyan from the universe, mga transmissions. So I hope you guys would join our community as well.
Yes, join na kayo. And thank you, ladies. Parang, gusto ko rin actually magtanong, Elna, because of the prizes that we're giving away tonight. So, but for those who are watching, please don't be shy to ask questions. Know that Pathways has always been a safe space for us. So ask, and then also share. Please share the stream and use the hashtags. This would really help reach many people who actually needs this. So we also invite you to stay at the end because aside from the winners, we also have a blessing from Mommy J. So that is a very, very powerful blessing na everyone talagang nagkakaroon ng immediate change in their lives because of
Oh,
the
I
blessing.
see. I see.
Yeah, so for people nakapapasok pa lang, welcome again. We welcome you to Pathways Reset. And to explain to us what Pathways Reset means, let's hear to the woman who started it all, our founder, our Pathways elder, keeper of the flame, quantumologer, mother of all, mother of dragons, and our mommy, Mommy J. Welcome, Mommy J.
Thank you, Sarah, and thank you for the beautiful ano, description. Anyway, to everybody who is here tonight, all over the globe, I've been receiving messages since the other day pa from the US, from London, from all over that they are here today. So I would like to welcome all of those people who are gathered here tonight or this morning, and I would like also to acknowledge the presence of all those people who have supported us along the way. Alam nila yon kung sino sila. But to all the alchemists who are here, who walked with us in making this a reality, all the apprentices and all the members of Pathways here and abroad, um, but also to those who just know us tonight, we would like to welcome you. And for those hearts that may need healing, I welcome you all. And for those of you who have the purest of intentions, or even those who have ill intents, okay lang din sa amin. For as long as you don't project your wounds to us, we believe that deep inside you, there is love in your hearts. You just haven't found it yet. So if you will join our community, I promise you that that gap inside, pwedeng takpan yan. Pwedeng may lumabas dyan na beautiful. So tonight is a celebration not just of the mind, but really of the spirit. Because here, we will try to share with you how we reconnect with the Spirit of God that is within us. That is our walk. Why we are relaunching? I'm a very private person. So many people know that. But why are we coming out tonight? Globally, relaunching, doing this. Because uh, we want, it's time that we share this with everyone. To those of you who are already aware of what's coming, all the descending cycles that will shake us to the core, this is our way of sharing our love and our light with you. It was not easy for everybody because I would like to thank the pioneers or the core of Pathways painstakingly. We didn't have to hire anyone. This, all of this, including the website, was done by the core. Okay, it was done by the core. How could we do it? You know, when you are reconnected to that spirit within, there is no reason na hindi lumabas yung creativity na yan. So we had to take a few months of silence to prepare this system so that we will be equipped to accommodate people globally. So once again, I would like to reiterate, we are not a medical or a religious group. We are just a group of women who came together to raise our voices for the movement, to inspire all of you to heal, to rise above the stigma of healing, because in that healing, we can reconnect with our spirit. In reconnecting with that spirit, we will be able to live the life of our dreams. So we are coming out tonight to share the heart of service to you because we know how it gave us changed lives. So again, I would like to thank the core who made this possible and for showing and sharing with everyone that we are all creative. But before I end my welcoming note, meron lang akong gustong sabihin. A lot of people always say that what we do may be new age or woo woo or that spirituality is woo woo. But you know, there's no such thing as woo woo because everything we do and everything that we are is spiritual. We all have that spirit within us. The question is, are you connected with it or not? Yun lang yun. That's all there is. So it is our hope tonight to inspire people from all walks of life, all, no titles, to take the torch of healing and not to be shameful about it. Okay? Not to be shameful. There is nothing wrong with forgetting to connect with the spirit. Hindi natin alam yun eh. We're just, well, I will not preempt what we will show you today, but this is how I will end my welcoming remarks. My life, those of you who know me, who's out there, who have known me for years, see, I'm sure, hindi ko naman kinakahiya kung anong lahat ng pinagagagawa ko. But the road to healing will bring you from hell to your heaven on earth. So we will walk each day with the divine in our hearts and living a purposeful life. Ano pa ba gusto natin? Life is a miracle. And so to show you,
Ooh, wow! Congratulations, Pathways, into the community as well. Ang lakas ng energy of of that website. Congrats. And then also it was really inspiring yung talk ni Mommy J. Thank you for that. Ay, grabe. It really feels like, it's a revolution, a movement to really inspire people to heal. So really, congratulations. So guys, the New Pathways website is now live. We invite everyone to check it out. It's www.thepathwayscommunity.com. You can also scan, andito, na, or dito pala. You can also scan the QR code there. So, para you can you can see the website, and again, feel free to share this and use the hashtags, the Pathways Community and the Anomaly for healing. So Mommy J, the mother of anomalies, be an anomaly of inspiration for healing. Wow, that is such a mouthful. What does it mean to become an anomaly for inspiration?
thank you, Sarah. Well, again, I would like to first explain what does an anomaly mean. Anomaly means you're different. Anomaly means it's rare. Anomaly to me is rising above the norm. Okay, it is fortunately and unfortunately healing is not yet a norm. Okay, may stigma ang healing. So I am actually, this movement that we are doing in Pathways is actually in trying to inspire everyone to become an anomaly for healing. Why? Because as we heal, we don't only heal ourselves, we heal our whole lineage. And every time we get healed, every step we walk towards our own healing, kung totoo yung healing na ginagawa natin, ha, will make the first people who will reap the rewards are the people around us. Of course, at first, it will not be easy for people around you because kung sanay ka, if you're used to saying yes to everybody asking you this and that and this and that, and then all of a sudden, you learn to say no because you learn to love yourself, ay magagalit yung lahat ng tao sa paligid mo. But you see, when you start doing that, you will be inspiring others. And the people around you, ay, pwede pala ako. I can say no pala. I can say no pala when I mean no and say yes when I really mean yes. So the call for healing is actually calling everyone to live as authentically as we can. Because in doing that, napakasarap ng feeling. Napakasarap. So, Sarah,
Yeah, agree. I agree with that. Talagang masarap talaga to really be an authentic version of you. I really like what you said, Mommy J. And also to add to that, sometimes kasi the prejudice and the stigma is inflicted by the light bearer itself. Because
yes,
they're afraid to be judged, na to be ridiculed by other people. And that's
yes.
why, before even me, parang you've been just practicing in hiding. And I really
Mhm.
love about this is that there is already an avenue for that. So that will there be, an avenue for people who is still in the shadows on Pathways website.
Pero totoo yan, Sarah, kasi kaya yun yung intention namin this time when we relaunched Pathways at saka yung website. Through the website, what we're trying to do is really to demystify spirituality. Take out the stigma of healing. Kasi dito sa Philippines, yung culture natin, when we talk about healing, when we talk about spirituality, parang nandun pa dito sa Pilipinas meron pa ring stigma na parang medyo, parang ancient ways pa, or parang ma-achieve ko lang yung healing or yung spirituality if I go to the boondocks and ashrams. But right now, what we're trying to do is to bring healing out, na as if parehong conversation lang yan, parang kung anong daily conversation natin, like a daily, parang healing is part of our daily conversation. Hindi na kailangan itago or hindi na kailangan i-reword, hindi kailangan um, mag-practice, parang yung sinasabi mo, Sarah, in the past, na kailangan mag-practice ka ng parang, okay, dito lang magpa-practice sa akin lang. Pero whatever it is, whatever kind of modality, may it be yoga, Reiki, energy work, or kahit nga just being shadow work with yourself or inner work, even just being at one with yourself and journaling, yun yung goal namin, na para magiging part na siya ng daily life natin. Because that's how healing is really meant to be. So what we did here in our website, we made it so easy for everyone to access healing. Because what we're trying to do is to create and invite people to join our global movement, na ma-share yung healing to everyone at the palm of their hands. Para kang, di ba Sarah, pagka ngayon, gusto nating mag-order ng food for
Yeah,
the body,
food. Uh,
order ka na lang sa phone. Andito na tayo sa age of Aquarius. So we also did that to our website. So if you can show that, Ash, ano natin sa website. So through our website, humanap talaga kami ng paraan. Grabe, as in, matinding experience namin sa aming mga core, lahat kami, to really consider lahat ng concerns in the past 3 to 4 years ng Pathways running. Ano bang gusto nila? Paano sila makakapag-start ng healing journey nila? Paano sila mag-start ng either to learn or to actually heal individually? Paano namin sila malalapitan? Paano yung mga tao sa abroad? So we tried as much as we can through this website na
na maging easier yon for everyone. And para i-demo yon, papakita mamaya ni Mika at saka ni Al.
Correct. So this is really beautiful, no? It's a platform that is within reach. Tama ka kanina, kung may nagugutom ka, mag-order ka lang ng food and there you go. But also, our spirit also needs food, di ba? So
Yes.
ito, it's really good that it's really a platform within reach. And yun nga I really like what you said also that we're a global movement towards healing. And the website is such a global standard. So congratulations again and how all things fit together is really put beautifully. And I know, Mika, that you are the one heading in the design. What was your inspiration?
Go, girl!
Ano nga ba? Wala namang ibang inspiration but my own journey, my own walk. Yung inspiration nanggagaling talaga siya sa example na binibigay rin ng mga mentors namin sa Pathway, si Mommy J. Andete. So, um, yun, dito sa launch natin, sinasagot natin, ano nga ba yung ibig sabihin ng pagiging anomaly? To me kasi, being an anomaly is being brave enough to face yourself. Yung mga social conditionings kasi na sinabi sa'tin, "Eto tayo, ganito tayo dapat," ganyan, sa mundo. Yun yung tinatanggal, ina-unlearn natin dito sa Pathways, sa program ni Pathways. So, it is having the courage to face yourself every day and being able to face yourself, yung talagang yung mga shadows mo, yung para mapalabas mo yung, unique and authentic self mo coming from within. So katulad ko hindi, for example, in my experience,
Of course,
'yan, in my
oh.
experience katulad niyan, hindi ako public speaker, never akong public speaker ever. Alam ng
Hindi
mga
siya
tao na
halata.
malas na ako niyan. Ayan, pero but tonight I'm leaving all my shame and fear behind. Ano kasi mas important lang sa'kin, mas nagma-matter lang sa'kin right now yung pag-share ng message sa mga tao na baka may pinagdadaanan right now, na baka lang maka-resonate kayo dito sa message na binibigay namin with Pathways because ano siya, it has, it we are walking testaments, nangyayari na siya talaga sa'min. We have absolutely changed our lives to the best, to the fullest. So, yun, we're hoping that you can walk with us in this journey, be an anomaly of inspiration for healing. So,
Yeah. I really like it na yun nga, it's really, the inspiration is coming really from the all the walks nung core, nila mommy, nila dad, na yun nga, it's yung walk nila ng journey. But I know there's a lot more to it in the website. Can you walk us through it and navigate us doon sa website?
sige. Yan. So, pagpunta natin sa Pathways, sa thepathwayscommunity.com, ito yung link, paano natin? Yan. thepathwayscommunity.com, same as the physical pathways before and ever since nag-start si Pathways, and kahit ngayon sa mga existing na online workshops, um dito nakikita natin yung ano, yung kung gaano katibay yung healthy boundaries. Umpisang-umpisa pa lang kita agad yung healthy boundaries ni Pathways. So, tatanungin kayo, "Why are you here?" Kasi, we encourage everyone to be clear with your intentions kung bakit kayo papasok sa Pathways. Um Parang clear lang tayo, hindi na siya paligoy-ligoy. Kumbaga compared sa old website, dati kasi we're just introducing ourselves, stepping out of our comfort zones and, putting ourselves out there into the unknown sa website. Ngayon ngayon tapos na, nakilala na namin yung sarili namin na now we're ready to communicate globally, to be able to cater globally dun sa mga tao na nangangailangan rin ng healing. So, mag-start tayo here. Why are you here? If you want to learn, punta tayo dito sa STA, sa Spirit Training Academy ni Pathways.
Okay. Yan. Gusto ko yan actually because it's really intention-led. Most especially for me, medyo bias ako, no? I really like the Spirit Training Academy because I have so many planets in my ninth house. So, curious ako. So, yun, very curious ako with this STA, with the Spirit Training Academy. What is rise above the ignorance mean, Money?
Nakamute si ma'am.
Hi, Sarah. Thank you again. And before I answer your question, magsha-shout out lang ako kay
Mm.
CA of Astronaut Star.
Oh,
We have
yay!
been shared live inside Astronaut Star. So thank you very much, CA, for doing that. And thank you for joining our movement for healing. Alam mo, kaya ko sinabi din yan ngayon because may connect to what I am about to say. Rising above ignorance mean what is ignorance? There is something we are seemingly ignoring in our lives. So if you go through life going ups and downs, so kung astrologer ka and you're still subject to the ruling planets of your chart, all the patterns, all the cycles, then you are, and something happens to you, then maybe it's a shaking that we are really ignoring the real essence of your being. Okay? So, I am very, very thankful that everybody is supporting us. Ang dami ko nakikitang mga old students of Pathways. Thank you so much. And I always believe that when we find our true essence inside, we will stop competing with one another. We will stop putting each other down. Tayong mga practitioners ng healing, tayong mga light workers, light bearers, we are all on the same boat. There is no reason why we should fight. We are all coming from love. And should we acknowledge that we all have our own particular masterpiece inside of us, then there is no reason why we should fight. So yun ang hope. Yun ang hope ni Pathways. Harmony in all of this. So because of that, again, I would like to shout out lang. Thank you to Astronaut Star, kay CA. Thank you to Krish. Thank you to Andy who is here. Hindi ko na makita yung iba. Pasensya na kayo. Ha, si Stephen who is here. Malabo ang mata ni Mami J. But most of all, I want to thank the alchemists, our own alchemists who are abroad and who took time to wake up early in the morning just to attend this event. Maraming salamat. I am humbled by your support. Thank you. So, with that, maybe Mika, you can continue explaining the website.
Sakto rin naman, singit lang ako. Sakto rin kasi may nagtatanong rin si Carla Leschetti. It's like, what are the things we can do on our own to start our healing journey? So, sakto naman na mag-run through tayo. I guess, tune in, Carla, para makita mo kung paano ka magsimula. So, go ahead, Mika. Nakamute ka ata.
Thank you, ma'am, and that. So, yun. So, as we are now taking the torch as the bringer of spiritual education, sa years and years, more than 40 years na nilakad ni Mommy J. Ngayon, nag-ground na natin siya finally with the core. Na eto, na nilalabas na natin siya. So, we now welcome you to our school. Welcome to our School of Life. Yan. So, dito, may mga students kasi tayo na for sure hindi pa nakikita yung buong curriculum siguro ni Pathway. So, now dito nakikita natin. From this mountain na kumbaga kung ano yung in-offer right now ni Pathways. Basically, dito sa Pathways makikita natin na anywhere from all walks of life, kahit ano pa yung pinagdaanan mo, there's always a place for you to start. So, meron tayong IJP, si Inner Journey Program, siya yung um, siya yung pinaka-set natin for beginners, new to the path of healing. And then meron tayong Empowered Healers Program. So, later i-discuss yan ni Principal Weng. So, meron tayong later on magmi-meet rin silang dalawa sa alchemy class natin.
Mhm.
And then eventually if you want to learn more, we have quantumology for you. And later on, if you choose to serve with pathways, there's always space here na later on we'll discuss also sa continuity of life. And of course, after alchemy, you also have an option if you want to heal with us in pathways, inside pathways. So I turn it now over to Weng to discuss more about our syllabus.
Thank you, Mika. Sarah, I think this is the first time that you're seeing this. I'm so excited to share this also with you and the other students of Pathways. Kasi for the longest time, parang we're just taking on single workshops, not knowing where we are in our own journey. So parang in this one pager, Mika, can you go please to the syllabus? In this one pager, you will be able to see the full spectrum of the curriculum. Now, on the left side, you will see the red one is the Path 1A, which we call the Inner Journey Program. This is really for the new students of the Path. Diyan din ako nagsimula. Kumbaga parang galing sa corporate world na walang alam. Ito talaga yung tinake ko na road. And then for the people who are like Sarah and Ashley, na nandun na talaga in the path of healing or our spiritual practitioners na, we have the Path 1B or what we call the Empowered Healers Program. And then these two paths will meet at the alchemy program if they want to take it further. Kumbaga parang there's no stopping you if you want to hubarin at harapin ang yung mga demons mo at mga shadows mo further, kumbaga. And for the alchemy program na naka-violet, you will see that there are two parts. There's a part 1A, the training program, and then the part 2B, which is the apprenticeship program. And then afterwards, if you really want to go further in your studies, there's a quantumology. Pero for now, this is really coming soon. Sige, I'm excited. Mika, let's go to the Inner Journey program para we'll show them what are the different workshops available for them.
Maganda nga talaga 'to 'no. So, ngayon ko lang actually din siya nache-check, eh. So, the Inner Journey, I remember nga din before, yung ipa-isa-isa lang din yung workshop, but now I really like that meron na talaga siyang continuous 'no, na learning, most especially for the ones na nangangapa pa during their healing journey.
Actually, maganda nga Sarah kasi para we like to thank the students of Pathways
Mm,
kasi kung hindi naman dahil sa journey nila, hindi rin mabubuo tong whole curriculum ni Pathways. Kumbaga,
yes,
it's
that's
really
true.
try and error lahat yung nangyari sa atin. So for
But
this
look at this na, 'di ba?
Oo, grabe. So for this inner journey program, makikita mo in one pager. We have 3 stages of the inner journey program: the seeker, the diver, and the diamond. And under each stage, we have 4 workshops. So ito yung pwede nilang pagpilian where to start. Hindi naman siya necessarily na parang, oh, I need to take who am I first and then later on go to this. Hindi siya structured in a way na parang kailangan sundin mo na parang school na parang prerequisite.
Mm,
Unless you want to
yeah,
really go further into your studies of alchemy, kailangan mo talagang tapusin yung 12 workshops na ito.
yeah, that's true.
I'd like to highlight lang, Sarah, there's a new workshop that we have for the Diamond Workshop, the My God Connection. So excited din ako when we launch this kasi this is really a totally new workshop that we're looking forward to.
Mm.
Mm.
Wendy, before we move at saka Sarah, i-highlight ko lang din kasi yung ang intention natin here in the Spirit Training Academy, kaya rin natin siya hiniwalay para makafocus lahat ng those who are willing to start their journey in the or start their path of healing. May gradations. We can focus on the gradations of their journey. Kasi ang iniiwasan, dati kasi meron tayong parang paisa-isa lang, tas kung saan ka nagre-resonate, which is well and good in the past. Pero from those experience, nakita namin kung ano-ano yung pitfalls na pwedeng ma-experience the spiritual bypassing, lahat nung nangyayari na tawag namin kumunoy. So parang, kaya this time around, we created a syllabus para meron ding sundan. Kasi ang dami rin nagtatanong sa amin na parang, saan ako next? Saan ako susunod? Anong pwede kong gawin after ko matutunan how to love myself? Now that I understand, I'm starting to understand who I am. Saan ako next? Is it abundance? Is it, can I go deeper sa diver? So this time around, para siyang may stages. So para siyang stages of the path. From the programs themselves, stages siya from the path of self-discovery using the inner journey programs, going to, and then para do sa empowered healers, the path of resilience, sabay sila na maglalakad papunta ng alchemy, which is self-mastery. So dito sa Inner Journey program, within the Inner Journey program, may stages din siya inside the Seeker, Diver, and Diamond. So yun yung in-explain kanina ni Weng na hindi mo naman kailangan doon na start mo na ako Seeker and then Diver, Diamond, pwede kang umikot-ikot dyan. Pero kami, doon sa mga magsa-start doon sa healing, sinasuggest namin to really start with Seeker and then Diver kasi iba yung foundations eh. Foundations first of knowing myself and then me and my other selves and then me and the divine para din parang buo yung lakad kahit paano. Yun.
Mm, agree.
Ang
Thanks.
ganda niyan din kasi
Go.
ano totoo yan yung tipong hindi naman kailangan na kailangan nating itik lahat if we really want to develop spiritual stamina na mabuo talaga tayo at hindi na tayo makumunoy. Pero yun nga, parte rin journey makumunoy kung kinakailangan.
Totoo yan.
Then, i-invite ko rin yung mga students or
Mm,
whoever are watching us right now na go through the website, check each
mm.
description kasi you will see the description in full. Titignan nyo kung ano nag-resonate sa inyo. Pero we also have Mika who will share us how to be intuitively guided in choosing the workshop.
Yo.
Mika, thank you.
Hello again. Yan. So aside from dito pa lang sa page na 'to, sa syllabus, if you look at it, dito makikita kasi natin yung buong yan, Inner Journey program in 12 sessions. Dito pa lang with, considering all the pictures laid out dito, puwede mong i-check siya, kung ano lang talaga yung nagre-resonate sa'yo even without looking kung ano yung, even without, checking out kung ano yung program na yun, ano yung, class na yun, you can already use your intuition para maka-pick ng sarili mo kung saan ka puwedeng mag-start. Pero meron din kaming ni-ready dito for people na gusto talaga ng mas detailed in a way, 'yan. So meron kang you'll be asked katulad nga ng sinabi ko kanina dun sa website ano, mas interactive, mas ano na siya than the old website, mas, more on communicating with the people. So, marami kasi kaming nakukuha na questions all the time na parang, "Saan ba kami puwede mag-start? Ano ba yung magandang workshop for me?" So dito, makikita mo na agad, we have, 12 questions here or 12 statements here. For example, "I want to know who I am." Yung mga tao na nag-o-undergo ng mga nakaka-resonate dun sa mga statements dito, can already pick 'yan, yung ano na yun, yung program na yun and then yun, you'll be led to kung saang workshop siya babagay sa'yo. Wait lang. So next, si Ann will be showing us how to book now, kung gaano kadali na lang yung pag-book right now.
Hi everyone. Good evening. Ate Mika, can we go lang to the voucher? Yung coupon code sa taas para ma-share natin sa kanila. Ayan. Since promo launching po natin na yon, si Pathways nag-offer ng special discount coupons para sa reset, isang 500 and isang 1,000. So, valid ito from tonight hanggang December 31, 2022. So, wag niyong kakalimutan i-apply yan sa payment section. Thank you. Tapos, punta na po tayo sa booking. Ayun. So, since para mag-enroll ng course, click lang po natin tong Enroll Now button sa chosen workshops. Then, makikita natin yung available schedule. Click lang yung available schedule, then next. Tapos, fill out lang natin yung mga necessary details na kailangan. And then, sa pinakadulo, may makikita tayo doon na terms and conditions. So, please, reminder lang, read it carefully. And then, kung okay naman sa inyo yung TNC, check lang yung checkbox. And then, sa right side, dito i-apply yung coupon code. So, pag na-apply naman yung coupon code here, automatic, makikita natin na discounted rate na. Then, click on the Pay Now button.
Yan, nag-apply na.
Okay. Yan, pagka-apply, makikita lang natin na mag-fill in lang tayo ng info ulit for the payment method naman. Tapos makikita natin doon na mas easier na yung payment system natin kasi we offer more options na rin na yon. Meron na tayong credit card options, GCash options, GrabPay, and kung ano pang meron, kahit 7-Eleven, meron na din po. So yon, mas easier na yon for the students to enroll and yun lang. Thank you.
Wow, sige. So, sobrang easy na talaga to enroll, no? So, ready na kayo mag-enroll? Ako kasi ready na ako. So, ang maganda pa dito kasi nga, di ba, ang dami kasing
Naka-enroll
payment
ka na, Sarah.
options na, naka-enroll na. And this is really a global website already because we're also offering yung credit card so they can actually book na through the website. So grab also the opportunity to use the coupons kasi hanggang December 31 na lang din siya. And of
Sarah,
course, yes.
nakalimutan ko lang sabihin na we will resume our workshop starting January 2023. So, watch out
Okay.
for it. Yun lang.
Yeah,
And
oh.
plus, add ko lang din, kaya make the most of the coupons now. Kumbaga yung coupons na sinasabi ni Ann kanina, you can use any of those, yung 500 and 1,000 coupons, discount coupons, to any of the workshops. Kumbaga, pwedeng kahit 1:1 eh. So parang you can use one 500 coupon for Who Am I workshop, tapos yung iba another 500 coupon for the next workshop, and then another 500 for the private sessions. Kumbaga sulitin nyo na lahat hanggang December 31. Kumbaga i-book nyo na ahead of time. Kasi after December 31, when we start our classes, wala na tong launch promo, yung promo discounts. Kaya,
Yeah, oo.
okay, book
Tsaka
na
it will be a really good gift, no, for themselves this Christmas.
for
And then parang
Christmas.
a new
Talaga.
start also for January. So, yeah, grab that opportunity na meron tayong coupons until December 31 na lang yun. And then at the same time, reminding everyone to ask your questions. Again, this is a safe space. So, huwag kayong mahiya. We want you to be engaged. All of us here will be answering your questions. So, yeah, just type in your questions and then we'll try to answer that. So, yun lang. I just want to go back to the Spirit Training Academy. No? So, meron tayong inner journey and then I remember meron din someone for the healers naman. So, because alam ko may mga matatagal na rin sa path, no? And there's spiritual ego also. Mommy, how do you, what do you mean about dun sa Empowered Healers program?
Well, actually, Sarah, the Empowered Healers program was ang inspiration niyan a few months ago lang was because as I said a lot of light workers or practitioners reach out to me. Some were going through their own spiritual crisis. Others, well, alam na natin yun, nag-aaway-away because tinamaan din sila ng mga nangyayari. So, this empowered healers workshop that we did was to honor the practitioners already in the path that may still be in need of healing. Kasi, dalawa yan eh. When you go to the path and you go through, into that path of however you want to call it, awakening, ascension, or whatever, there are two ways. Some go to it or enter into that path first, um, first focusing on an external power. But hindi ko naman sinasabing mali yon kasi that's your intuitive power that is external. Okay? So, the other one is, syempre, inner journey. But to those who took the other path, probably, dalawa yung nangyari the past few months that we have observed. It's either nag lumabas ang parang power hungry, but that is because I'm not judging that, okay? That seeming greed only comes out when there is still unworthiness within. Okay? So, the other one naman, which I think mas marami sa Philippines na practitioners went through it, is parang practitioner na ako eh. So I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to do that. I'm not supposed to feel this. I'm not supposed to feel that. So we have created this program to remind everyone that even us, we are evolving healers. To never forget that healing is endless. Ang daming layers nun eh. We even heal ancestral patterns. We heal cultural patterns. We heal planetary patterns. So there's so much to heal. And there's nothing bad about healing. It's just, how do I call it? If you ask me, what needs to be healed is our ignorance. What needs to be healed is what we do not know that we have. So to those naman who ang naging the effect became the badging of what they do. At na kumunoy, in pathways we call it kumunoy, then we also have something for them in that program. It is, but to honor those who have already learned and took that path way before the others, or some na hindi makalabas because they are ashamed or not so secure of coming out and say, okay, I'm a healer, because they might be shunned or they might be judged. I will tell you something. I have been into the path for 40 years, almost 40 years. I've been shunned, persecuted, um, maligned, bullied, but I'm still here. And I'm so very happy. I'm so very happy I didn't stop healing. Kasi at the end of that, at the of course it's still evolving, but there is a certain part in our journey that when we have reached a considerable amount of healing, your heaven on earth will manifest. So we cannot heal if we do not know. Thank you, Nep, for reminding me that. So we have to know first. That's why we're coming out. Yon. But Sarah, wait lang ha. Kasi naka-waitlist ito. We're still fixing the
Okay.
schedule and the program. So those practitioners who are interested in taking this will have to join the waitlist.
Okay. And then And how do you do this, yung pag-waitlist na to? Meron ba dito sa website that they can do the waitlist?
Yes, meron po dyan sa website, when they click on the Spirit Training Academy section, under it,
Mhm.
meron Empowered Healers program. Yan.
Okay. So
Tapos,
there they can
yes,
waitlist. Okay.
sa pag binaba yan, may button for waitlist. So ang gagawin lang po nila doon is fill out lang nila yung info nila, and then submit yung form, tapos once everything is naka-ready na, we will be the one to contact them. Yun lang.
Okay.
Ayan.
So waitlist and then or will there be an interview also or wala naman?
Well,
Details to follow.
Okay. Yeah,
Details to
but thank
follow
you.
na lang
Details to
yan.
follow. Nag-ano pa kami, nag-brainstorming pa kami sa process kasi ang dami talagang nag-ano sa amin, nag-contact na
Yeah.
practitioners in the past months. Kasi
Mm-mm.
grabe talaga yung shaking na nangyari dun sa lahat ng retrogrades na nangyari, lahat ng energy waves. So
Mm.
even the practitioners, talagang kahit kami, antindi rin ng tama sa amin. So naintindihan namin kung ano pinagdadaanan ng lahat. So
But
with that, pati kung paano sila i-assess, i-assist, gagawan namin ng process na maayos for them. Because I
Mm.
think we want to honor also their walk. Kumbaga, iba na yung
yes,
language eh. Iba na
yes,
yung
yes.
language na
Mm.
pagdadaanan nila. Ang kailangan mostly with us practitioners is yung grounding. Kasi although we are very, very connected with our intuitive self, sometimes tayo pa yung mas nakakaramdam ng na parang distant with the physical world, with the mundane world, na feeling namin it's not, parang hindi naman kailangan maging separate about how to engage and live our daily lives. So it's more about grounding and really connecting and making it whole, yung journey nung do sa empowered healers. Kaya yun muna.
Yeah.
What, Sarah, I would just like to add, we are very careful in fixing the mechanics of this program because one, we do not want to undermine yung lakad
Mm.
ng mga practitioners.
Mm.
But we do not also want to ignore na merong ibang nakukumunoy.
Mm.
So, but in both cases, we want to honor what they have already done. But then again, we heal others. When we heal others, we heal ourselves. So,
Yes, that's true. That's true. And I really like what about this also is that na-acknowledge that while in the path, you also need healing. And like for me, I'm also a healer because yun nga, at the end of the day, we are divine beings still having human experience. And you cannot show up and serve with an unhealed parts of you. So, I know, Ashley, you've been in many communities. So, ano yung mga experiences mo with this community, you being as a healer already?
Okay, so I want to introduce myself first before anything else. So I'm Ashley, and um, I'm a tarot practitioner,
Mm.
an esoteric practitioner. I'm I'm a student of astrology and the occult in general. So yun dun talaga ako unang na-attract when it comes
Mm.
to the spiritual path. And I think I'm just very lucky or tinadhana na as I started my spiritual path, na yung focus ko at the start was to learn everything about the occult, magic, mga ganyan. It just so happened that medyo sabay, dun din ako na-lead to Pathways. So shout out to Andy, who, if he's still here, thank you so much for introducing me to Pathways. Because of Pathways, um, I guess I could say na nawala ako sa landas, I admit, but thanks to Pathways, nabalik ako sa, I guess tama, because, okay, so as a Sagittarius, I am actually a natural explorer. So I like exploring, I like meeting
Mhm.
new people, I like immersing in all of these different communities. So for the past year or more than a year na, I would find myself in all of these different communities, jumping from one community to another. And then, hindi ko na detalye, but I've seen malpractices everywhere. And dumaan din ako sa sobrang matinding trauma recently because of may nangyaring, let's say, manipulation and a lot of blackmail din. Uh Siguro kung hindi ako if I didn't enroll in Pathways workshops, most of it kasi na attendan ko na. And if not for Pathways, if not for alchemy, I feel like I would still be in my dark night of the spirit until now. But kaya feeling ko very important tong magiging bagong program, yung Empowered Healers, because it caters to people nga na nasa spiritual path, na nagkakaroon ng spiritual crisis like I did. And I'm so
Mm.
excited also for this program. Ayun, I guess, uh, yeah, sobrang kinakabahan ako ngayon because this is my first time like coming out into the public speaking about this. And I'm just,
Mm.
Go
siguro,
us!
yung,
Mm.
siguro na-take ko siya ngayon as a learning experience. So, yung catalyst
Mm.
ng, yung nangyaring yun, syempre medyo hagulgul ako for a month or so, pero ngayon I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful that
Yeah.
it happened to me. I'm thankful that I learned from it, and I'm thankful that because of all of these experiences, all of these things that I went through, I guess it contributed also to the creation of this
Mm.
program. And I'm really excited. And I'm inviting all of the practitioners who are watching right now to please check it out. I know that I have practitioner friends who are watching right now. So shout out din sa Batchurinos. Hello guys. Ayun. I know that they're also excited and interested in this program. So ayun po.
Wow.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Ashley, for speaking out.
Oh, grabe!
Hugs! But yeah, it's really important talaga, no? Lalo na for us who are healing other people also, that we also heal ourselves. At the end of the day, it's really important to heal. Kasi kahit na marami ka ng modalities that you know, but you haven't fully experienced it, and then wala rin siya, 'di ba? As Mommy J also mentioned a while ago. So, yun. Actually, we have mga questions here eh. One is from Mike Crespo. This is about self-control over the emotions. As she asked, how can we have self-control over our emotions so as not to hurt, overwhelm other people? So, like for example, nangyari with Ashley because full of emotions din siya with, dealing with other people. As you go through with a lot of things happening in your life, how can you control that emotions? Siguro si Det ang sasagot niyan. Pero hindi ka man namin marinig, Det.
Hello, ayan. Ano ulit name niya?
Si Mai Crespo. Thank
Hi.
you, Mai, for
Thank you,
for
Mai.
asking.
Hi, Mike. Kasi in the past, before, right now, what I do what I try to share in Pathways is doing shadow work. But before we get into what shadow work is, it's all about just being in touch with our emotions and our thoughts. Ang tanong kasi lagi, kasi before me having to get in touch and get really close with all of my emotions, meaning lahat. Bago pa mangyari yon, dati apathetic ako. I was so apathetic because I was not trained. We were not trained how to deal with emotions. I think sa culture din, sa conditioning din ng society, na hindi tayo bata pa lang tinuturuan to engage with our emotions. Na kapag, kunyari, galit tayo or umiiyak, sabihin, wag ka magalit. Ba't ka galit? Ano ba yan? And instead of us being able to embrace the emotions or learn how to handle them, we try to bottle them up. So, nung nag-start din ako mag-heal through in pathways, I was also taught first na to sit with it, to sit with my emotions. Doon muna ako nagsimula. Galit ako, galit ako. It's not, hindi ibig sabihin ipoproject ko dun sa tao. I would really make time for myself alone. Na ilabas ko lahat ng galit ko. I started with journaling. In the workshops of Pathways, we were guided bago pa to lahat. We were guided how to sit with our emotions, mapa-happy, mapa-joy yan or anger, wala silang pinagkaiba. It's not about having right emotions and wrong emotions. It's about being with our emotions and really having a close relationship with them. Because once we do, they have no power over us. And when I say this, even joy can also be a poison to us when we become so attached to it. Like kapag overly excited, ako rin kasama ko doon, nakumunoy din ako with joy. Excited ako, oh my God, grabe yung vision. Oh my God, yung feeling ng love. And then after, oh, unconditional love. So kahit na niloloko na ako sa harap ko, sige, I love you, ganon. So, ganon, so may kumunoy, either side of the spectrum. Yun yung tinatawag namin pendulum. So for you, right now, I suggest that you sit with your emotions first, do journaling, and also connect with us. And kung meron ka mang workshop na gustong simulan, i-encourage talaga kita to start with who am I and then art of inner work. Kasi doon, sometimes even in lahat to, in all of this, sabi nga kanina ni Ashley, maraming information out in the internet about spirituality, how to do shadow work, blah, 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 ganyan-ganyan. Pero iba pa rin when you are doing it and applying it in our lives. It's not about head knowing things. It's about living it. Kaya, yun, sana we can see you
May
there.
I add something? It is good to know you can read many books, but at some point in your life, you will need someone to walk beside you who has experienced what you have experienced. Because that's the only way. Take for example shadow work. We cannot shadow work ourselves when we're inside the shadow. You need someone outside to hold space for you. At some point it is okay to do shadow work, but eventually you will need someone out there who will hold your hand while you go dive deep into your shadow. And when you're deep into your shadow, somebody is going to pull you out. Hindi talaga pwedeng wala.
To answer, ay to, ano rin, to add pa to that question, there's another question from Carla. Sabi niya, do you have advice for those who are eager to start healing themselves but get a lot of setbacks?
Or maybe depends on the setbacks. There are many kinds of setbacks. But here in Pathways, we really request three. One is we should be honest to face what we really feel, what we really think, everything. It has to come from honesty. Next is dedication. You have to be dedicated in changing your life. Wag na yung ascension. Tanggalin na natin the ascension process, the awakening, the enlightenment. Doon na lang tayo sa change lives. Transform. I want to recreate my life because I want to have a life that where I am at peace and I'm happy. Yun na lang. Which is for I'm sure everybody wants that.
Yes.
Yes, di ba? So, where to start really is to start knowing ourselves.
That's true.
Knowing ourselves. So, kahit anong setback yan, you should be willing to go through it. Because the reward is in the end.
That's true. And yung knowing yourself, dyan, papunta na tayo dyan. Kasi, we already have the inner journey and we have the empowered healers. What's next after that?
Ang ganda ng tanong, saktong-sakto. Kasi yun parang the next step is really after you do a lot of unlearning,
Mm.
discovering for yourself yung sarili mo. It's really about self-mastery. So the next syllabus or the next program is the alchemy program, and there are two parts. The first part is the alchemy training. Sarah, with classmates tayo doon. We just finished our training and our retreat last May. And it was really a grueling session. I mean, I must admit, di ba, na parang hindi madali yung journey nung training kasi hindi lang talaga siya training.
Pero
Talagang,
kaya, eh, 'no?
oo.
Kahit na hindi madali, kaya mo na. Yeah.
Mm. Yung journey na to, this is not really for the faint of heart. Kasi aside from yung sinabi ni Mami Jane na kailangan ng honesty, willingness, dedication, I think kasi importante rin na nailagay doon yung discipline and the humility. Kasi haharapin mo lahat ng pangit sa'yo, seemingly pangit sa'yo, seemingly mga demonyo mo, yung mga, kumbaga kasukulam-sukulam na feeling mo na hindi mo to kayang tanggapin. Pero ito sa klase natin, di ba, sinishare natin? So iba talaga yung
Mm.
level of, the level of the relationship that we built in the class. Kasi hindi lang siya, kumbaga parang, hindi lang siya sharing na sinabi ko sa yung mabaho sa akin, pero yun eh, kasi hindi ko lang nasi-share to sa family ko or sa friends ko, pero sa alchemy class, kumbaga, hubot-hubad, wala na akong tatago sa inyo. Ganun yung feeling ko noon. Mommy, can you talk more about yung self-mastery for the alchemy training?
Okay, Weng. Now, for everybody who is maybe wondering what alchemy is all about, because many of us only know of alchemy as magic or whatever. Dito sa Pathways, we believe that the greatest magic is you. Okay? So for us to find out what that greatest magic is all about, kilalanin mo muna yung sarili mo. Know yourself. Knowing oneself is not easy. I will not sugarcoat, because you have to look through, reflect, and face every shadow, every anong tawag doon? Lahat ng every lie,
every wound,
every
every
wound,
setback,
every
grabe, every
greed,
demon, grabe.
every lahat ng manipulation, most of all. The manipulations we do to others, the manipulations we do to ourselves, but most of all in all this, the lie that we give ourselves, and the lie that we make others think. That's very hard to face. A lot of people going through depression, um, many of those depression is out of helplessness and hopelessness. Why do we fall into helplessness and hopelessness? A great part of that is fear, not having control. Why do we want to have control? It's so beautiful and amazing to surrender to the flow of God, or here in Pathways we call the universe. But people, because they are so wounded, at least some people I know, are so demanding. Kulang sa pansin. Hindi totoo yan. And para lang makakuha ka ng pansin, hindi mo alam, you're already manipulating everybody around you. But balik tayo sa self-mastery. In the self-mastery or the alchemy class, you will have to face all that. Why? Because that's the only way you can free yourself from it. You will be guided to face all that and accept that you are such, which is very hard to do. Yan ang sinasabi nilang hubot-hubad. Hindi lang hubot-hubad, balat-balat pa, balat tanggal-tanggal ang balat. But when you are able to do it, I promise you, the real power that we are all seeking for is just within you. And when that happens, ang byproduct nito, resilience, spiritual stamina, love for self, eventually, na-erase mo na lahat ng seemingly negative or misqualified energies that you have put out before. And so, you will you can come to a point here in pathways where we call 0 point. At that 0 point, where you already know that you are nothing compared to the grace of the great divine or God or universe. Ang hindi mo alam is you have the power to recreate your greatest life.
That's beautiful, Mommy. Mommy, may question lang tayo from one of our viewers. Kasi you're mentioning na hubot-hubad na lahat, di ba? So how do you start unlearning things and habits you've known to be right or is in the norm all of your life? So ang tanong yan si Shan Faye.
Yes.
Ganda.
Beautiful.
Yes, thank you for your question, Sean. That's actually, well, in a sense, that's difficult to do. That
Mm.
is why there is a program that we have built with a
System.
system that will encourage the unlearning slowly, layer by layer.
Mm.
Even the impulses of our choice.
Kasi may ang katawan natin may body
Body memory.
memory by
Mm.
default. We're so used to, you know, this is how we do things, this is how we react. Naghihil ka na logically, pero yung body system mo hindi pa. So it's a process. It's not okay, I learned it in the internet and then tomorrow I do it for a month or so, okay na. Oh, no.
And di siguro i-add ko lang din na in alchemy kasama yun sa process. Hindi lang namin masyado nire-reveal lahat para hindi ma-preempt yung mga nasa waitlist at saka yung mga naka-enroll na for batch 1 dun sa apprenticeship. Pero pinagdaanan yun nila Sarah and other alchemy trainees. We go through the personality of through our own personality here in pathways, pwedeng tawagin astrological chart man yon or tawagin muna natin siyang personality for those who are not yet familiar with their astrological charts. Iniisa-isa yun because there is an impulse. We all have our unique impulses. So, mahirap siya i-generalize right now here in this conversation pero inside the workshop talagang isa-isa yan. And there we also give weekly assignments na talagang gagawin, haharapin. Yung assignments, hindi tumitigil, di ba kung naalala mo hindi tumitigil doon sa meeting room. Actually, doon lang yung preparation and then the classroom is always live. Always yan. And then babalik every week kung ano nangyari and then train again yun. So, kaya in-invite namin everyone to finish and go through their journey, tapusin lahat ng prerequisites, kung ano yung kailangan na preparations bago umabot ng alchemy. Why? Kasi kaya rin kami gumawa ng curriculum na to, Sarah, kasi noon marami nagmamadali. Pinayagan naman namin. Pinayagan naman, nagmamadali kayo eh. So,
Oh,
pinayagan
sabagay.
namin. Baka gusto mo mag-share doon, Sarah, ng experience. Kaya yun actually yung inspiration, ba't ganyan yung program.
Kasi sa sobrang kamamadali, well, Aries, I'm an Aries. Alam, madami akong Aries. Gusto kong now na. Ayan.
Yeah.
Wala. No, parang pinush kami talaga to the unknown. But yeah, everyone has different journey and pathways is actually giving you the right way to journey it. So, yeah, na mas okay.
Let me just add something, Sarah. I know that there are people who are in a hurry. I'm
Mm.
also moon in Aries, so I know how that feels. What all that I can say is walang shortcut, okay? Pero pwedeng i-accelerate ang healing. We can accelerate the healing, we can accelerate the journey without blindsiding, allowing blindside or bypassing things. Yun lang nga, intense.
Oh, ang tanong diyan, ready na kayo?
Yun!
Yon!
Basta may honesty, willingness, and
Mm.
dedication. Yun.
Pero may
pwede,
tanong
pwede.
ako ulit dyan.
Mm-mm.
Gusto nyo bang magkaroon ng heaven on earth?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
If that's what you want, then you can make yourself ready.
Yes.
Diba?
Yes, that's true, that's true. And I think meron ding magse-share sa atin, Weng, no?
Oh, shoutout muna sa ating mga classmates sa Alchemist.
Okay.
Hi,
Especially
Hi.
for the volunteers, grabe yung back and support natin. Walang
Oo,
tigil
grabe.
yung chat
guys.
natin, grabe. Sobrang thank you. Maybe let's call on Sharon, yung to share her own experience of the alchemy initiation ceremony. Shall we?
Hi, hello. Okay. Before the alchemy, nag-workshop muna ako. Ang gusto ko lang naman talaga is makita or malaman kung ano yung love. Love. Ayan, nandun na yun sa testimonial ko. Pero doon sa alchemy class, totoo yun na hubad-hubad kaming lumabas. So, for tonight, ang anomaly ko, I'm a lesbian and kahit ang healing ay genderless. Ang healing ay genderless. And then, during that alchemy class, ang nakikinita-kinita ko doon or yung nararamdaman ko doon is na-activate yung God seed kasi bawat isa sa atin ay child of God, 'di ba? Anak tayo ng Diyos. So kung anak tayo ng Diyos, we can choose our reality. We can choose our reality. Wala tayong inaantay. The word Messiah means may me, di ba, dun sa Messiah. Messiah means the chosen one. But through alchemy, we can choose our own reality. Yun yung realization na nakuha ko sa alchemy class. So that's intentional living. You choose yourself. That's why sinabi ko kung ano ko kasi I choose myself. When I accept myself, doon nag-start yung miracles every day. You don't need power. The power is within. The love that you are looking for is within. So, kung ready na kayo dun sa alchemy, and to alchemize your life, then I think it's time to enroll.
Wow, pwede palang add yan,
Naloka
no?
ako. Ano ako sa pasabog niya, grabe. Yung Sharon, grabe.
Go, go!
Grabe.
Yan. Since naman nag-out ka, Sharon, may question dito si Denise. Ang sabi niya, women lang, where are the men? Sa mga
Kasama
course.
rin.
Can I answer that?
Yes.
Yes.
The times now is calling for the divine feminine in each one. You can be a man, but if you will honor that part of you that is divinely feminine, then of course you can join gladly. Gladly. Kasi ang lesson naman ng mga babae is how to empower themselves to honor their masculine side.
Yes. Correct. And genderless, sabi nga ni Sharon.
Yes,
The spirit is
genderless.
genderless.
We're talking about the divine feminine here. Nice. This is really nice. So, I think meron tayong alchemy waitlist for this, 'di ba? Since it's ongoing. I mean, done na pala yung alchemy one. We have a waitlist for this?
Yes. Si Anne.
Yes, meron po tayong waitlist form. Parang empowered healers lang rin siya. So, pag sa website, pwede po natin ipakita yung website. Yan. So, andyan po, ito yung part 1 ng alchemy and then part 2. So, currently, nasa part 2 na po kami, yung apprenticeship. So, ang next, I think siguro next year ito, yung training, alchemy training, yun yung pwedeng i-wait, pwede na sila mag-join for waitlist. But, again, remind ko lang, kailangan daanan yung workshop ng IJP program to enroll in alchemy
What's
program.
IJP? What's IJP?
Inner Journey Program po.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tapos, back to you na po, Principal Weng.
Thank you, Anne. Grabe hindi pa makarecover sa pasabog ni Sharon. If you really want to have
Yan
freedom,
ang highlight tonight.
oh, if you really
Yes.
want to have freedom, I invite you to this journey of the SK kasi grabe, the unlearning, finding your own freedom, choosing what you want to do with your life, with your
Yes.
gender, like Sharon. Nawala tuloy ako, sige. For the alchemy, yung next step is actually the apprenticeship portion. Actually, itong class na to, yung class natin ngayon is mag-start na yung December 3. So I'm really excited. I'm one of the students also. I'm excited to learn about the apprenticeship program more in depth, tsaka yung volunteer work. Actually, hindi natin alam, this is part of the volunteer work that we're supposed to do. This is really the start of our apprenticeship. Kaya congratulations sa ating lahat. Hindi nyo lang alam.
Yes.
Ang exciting dito sa apprenticeship program, this is a certification course. It will lead to accreditation
Ganda
in
ni Wen.
becoming an evolving healer. And we're opening the doors of Pathways Healing Center to those accredited. Kaya whether you want to practice as a healer here in Pathways or outside, it's open to everyone na willing to go to this journey. And we need...
May I add, Weng?
Sige pa, moms.
To the students of Pathways, rest assured, if you are a little bit kabado to come out, we will give you the platform to use.
Yes, ma'am. Tama yan kasi we need more healers in the world to be out
Yes.
here helping other people.
Oo.
Yes, Pip.
May i-add lang din ako, Wendy. Ganda mo daw, sabi ni ano. Yun pala i-add. Sabi ni Candice.
Sabi ni Candice.
Support. Sabi na namin yan, Candice. Pero I think what's important dun sa journey ng alchemy program, sa training kasi, sa alchemy training, di ba dalawa siyang chapter, dalawa siyang section. Sa alchemy training, ang first stage nun, in-depth self-mastery. Dun huhubaran bawat isang limitation, bawat wound, bawat impulse, anything that we have to realize for ourselves kung sino ba talaga ako as a unique human and divine being, as a soul signature and also as a human being. Anong skills ko, ano ang hindi ako, pasa lang pala sa akin, pero inaako ko. Then moving forward to the alchemy apprenticeship, here after getting in touch with my authentic self, who I really am as a divine and a human being, what do I do now? Kasi when we start to realize who we truly are as our authentic selves, there's no other way but to share that gift of realization to the world. So we start now to serve. And when we serve, it's not about serving and using may masabi lang na kung anong, hindi naman sa may masabi, pero using other people's creativity, which we honor. Ino-honor yan even in apprenticeship. Kasi those are those creativities na ginawa before ng mga tao before us, paved the way para to get ourselves, para matutunan natin kung sino tayo easier. Imagine mo, decades or eons ago, tinatago pa ito, ang tagal ng journey bago magkaroon ng self-realization, discovery, and then self-mastery. But this time around in Alchemy Apprenticeship, what we really are encouraging is each one of us start to birth our own spiritual creativity. Let's take out the word spiritual, our own unique creativity. Ano man yon that you want to bring out in the world, alam mo yan eh, we start to pick up pieces of the puzzle along the way. And this time, during the training, now this time we are being asked and pushed to practice and birth it out and share it with the world. With others muna. Wag muna yung mundo, kahit yung sa closest people around you muna. Na mailabas muna yon. Ano ba yon? I think mamaya din, bibigyan namin kayo ng snippet on an experience of an alchemy experience. So, Weng, balik na sa'yo.
Thank you, Dit. Yung last lang, Sarah, I'm looking forward to the apprenticeship kasi this is our certification program. So parang, usually, di ba yung certificate para lang siyang paper na pinapascale na parang yun lang, completion. Pero for me, this really symbolizes our own journey to our authentic selves. Kaya sobrang looking forward ako. And maybe let's show a video of an overview of the alchemy experience.
Yes.
Ready nga, yes.
Take it away.
Yes.
I am a liar. Sometimes they're just small white lies. Sometimes they're big ones. And sometimes I don't even know what's real and what's not. One thing that I am sure of, I lie to avoid pain. Pain in accepting that I have been abusing myself. Pain in accepting that my social status, my family, my relationships aren't perfect. Pain in accepting that my life is not where I wanted it to be. I was lying to people, friends, family, and sadly myself. And before I knew it, I'm deep into my web of lies. Coming clean was one of the most excruciating yet liberating and empowering experiences I have had to this day. It was a tough pill to swallow, but then the liberation and empowerment came. Slowly, I was becoming someone new but oddly familiar. Alchemy for me is returning home, back to my authentic self. A process of releasing pieces of myself I was once sure of and letting go of parts that don't fit anymore. A journey of accepting and loving myself as I am, with all my demons, seeming mistakes, and imperfections. A discovery of things I never knew about myself, strengths I never knew I had, and a realization that I am so much more than just a story that I've been living. As I continue my journey back to my essence, I want to experience life again with a deeper understanding, depth, and see things from a whole different perspective. Savor new memories, meet new people, explore the unexplored, walk into the horizon, climb the highest of mountains, swim the deepest of oceans, to find out how to feel, care, and love, and to finally believe that I am both nothing and everything. I'm excited about these. I know rebirth will come, but before that, I immerse myself in the process of bowing with humility and utmost surrender, listening to the wisdom of the alchemical process.
Thank you, Sarah.
Ako pala yun.
I still can't get over this video. Thank you so much for
Thank you,
sharing with
thank you.
us your soul. You know, I am encouraging, and this is really to inspire everyone out there. And I am here to say we are all liars. Bring me someone who has not lied in her entire life. Hindi ako maniniwala dyan. Kung hindi ka man nagsinungaling sa ibang tao, sa sarili mo, sigurado ako nagsinungaling ka. So, this is not with judgment. I'm just saying that we all lie to ourselves. That is the importance of alchemy, of the alchemical process of going within and burning ourselves intensely, burning those layers of limiting beliefs, conditionings that stop us from healing ourselves, healing our diseases, healing our life, and achieving a changed life. Ano pa ba, di ba? The power is within. So thank you, Sarah, for that
Thank you.
beautiful, beautiful rendition
Thank you, thank you.
of
You inspire me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Not just you, Mommy J, that the whole of core, but my co-alchemists also. I mean, we have created that bond. Yun nga eh,
Yes.
parang sometimes it was really hard during that, not to preempt naman, but it was really hard for us to really be authentic to ourselves, to liberate ourselves from those lies that we've created that for other people. So yeah, thank you for kaya I am inviting also everyone na to go through that journey and then eventually with alchemy because yun nga yun sabi ko rin din sa video that I cannot wait to experience my new life with a new set of eyes. It's because that is my essence already. So thank you very much. And yun, it's not just me, but with other alchemists also, see Connie. Maybe she wanted to share also her experience with alchemy.
Hi everyone. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what, Sarah, you're so right. By the way, the video was so beautiful. Na-realize ko yung experience ko rin during that time kasi was we were going through a big change in our life. And nung nag-attend ako ng alchemy class, imagine we were in fire and pressure, pero and when we were transitioning to a new life. So
Mm.
it was so hard, and then at the same time, ina-accept mo all the things that you are. Your anger, your shame, everything. Tapos you are putting it all out to everyone. You are just, I mean, my co-alchemist, inaamin ko yung deepest yabang ko, yung alam mo yun, yung mga aking inclinations, yung mga ganong bagay. It was a difficult process, and yet it was beautiful. You know, makikita mo yung beauty in it when you finally undergo through it. And of course, eto pa, isa pang masasabi ko, alam ko kayo guys, magkakasama kayo dyan, di ba? Pero kami, we were like, how many miles away?
Mm.
Thousands and miles away. And yet we were together. We were just one family. So yung distance, it doesn't matter dito sa atin sa pathways. Talagang global siya. It's just that kahit saan kayo, kaya guys, dun sa mga nakikinig ngayon, kahit na saan kayo, masasabi ko lang talaga na it will make a difference in your lives. On top of that, I also have to let you guys know I went through the alchemy class with my wife. So
Yes.
it wasn't an easy hello to my beautiful wife out there. I love you. Um
Hi there! Hello there!
So sinasabi ko lang na it wasn't easy for the two of us kasi isipin nyo, inaamin namin sa isa't isa yung mga bagay na hindi ko masyado sinasabi kagad sa kanya kasi baka magalit siya or siya rin ganun sa akin. Pero when we went through the alchemy, it made our relationship way better. It made us more honest with ourselves.
Mm.
It made us, know, honor our own feelings, our own separate feelings, not just her feelings, not just mine, but our own feelings. So that's the most beautiful thing that alchemy has brought to our relationship. So yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you, Connie, for sharing. That
It's
is really
liberating.
inspiring, no? Yeah. Inspiring also because there's a lot of things happening, with your transition nyo. And then kayo pa in one home
Exactly.
going through alchemy.
Grabe.
It was really a roller coaster, I'm sure.
Talagang fire and pressure. You can feel it.
Sure. Grabe. Kaya,
Sobrang fire and pressure yun. But yeah, again, balik lang kayo ulit sa website. Again, we have the links there. You also have the QR code there. Pwede nyo siyang iscan. And then check out all the videos that we have there, all the images, and all the healing section namin. And then also for the uh, with SCA, with our training programs. Okay, so yun eh, like after mo mag-alchemy, you go out there already to serve, 'di ba? So serving and sharing the healing, yung anomaly of healing. So, and again, feel free to also use pala the hashtags pala if you want to share this, the hashtag Pathways Community and be Anomaly. And then also, if you still want to ask, we'll answer as much as we can. And then we also also have mga vouchers pala to win. So ask pa rin kayo, and then Elna will share with you how the voucher mechanics is.
Yes, thanks, Sarah. Super before anything, naiyak na. Sobrang ganda the video. Thank you so much for sharing yourself with us.
Thank you.
Okay, vouchers. So guys, thank you so much for dun sa mga nagtanong. We appreciate all the questions that came in, and we invite you all to please keep them coming. No, keep your questions coming, because at the end of the program, you will get a chance to win discount vouchers worth 1,500 pesos and 1,000 pesos, which you can use for your private sessions or individual workshops. And this is a gift, like I said kanina, from Pathways, hoping that it will help kickstart your healing journey with us. Also, please don't forget to look into our promotions, launch promotions in our website, www.thepathwayscommunity.com. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Elna. So, also from the winners, yung stay until the end, we also have the blessing from Mommy J. So, again, stay kasi sobrang ganda the blessing. Okay, so again, as mentioned kanina, we already did this, the healing journey that we have, the training, the alchemy. So, is there an avenue for us, like for example, for graduates of Pathways? Will there be an avenue for us to serve? That can you share us something about that?
Mhm. Meron na ngayon.
Mm.
Matagal namin pinag-isipan yan, Sarah, grabe. Kasi in the
Mm.
past, ang dami nag-i-invite. Although we love to collaborate, we also tried. Kasi we believe in harmony. So dun sa experiences namin in the past, when we try to collaborate, minsan nagkakaroon ng mismatched intention. And this time around, bakit nga ba hindi tayo mag-start mag-collaborate with people who went through the journey with us? Kasi sila makakaintindi of the same intentions ng pathways kung ano bang gusto nating i-share. Especially the movement of healing, the importance of healing, and what it can do. And not just about any other healing, pero kung ano yung sa kanya-kanyang spiritual creativity or yung unique way of you doing it. May it be kung ikaw vocal ka, you're out there to lead people even in your work, lead people in communities, lead people anywhere. Kung paano man, pero ang tinatry lang namin through the journey of the curriculum ng Spirit Training Academy, going through that journey, is makilala mo muna kung alin yung sa'yo, alin dun yung boses mo. Now, when you have found your self-mastery and your voice of service, kung anong modality of services, kasi it's not just about one modality, marami yan, endless yan. We call these people the evolving healers. We call ourselves the evolving healers. So para doon sa mga certified alchemists ng Pathways, we created a platform para dito sila mag-start mag-serve. Nagkaroon din kami ng experiences with the alchemy trainees na after nung naglabasan yung gifts and yung innate creativity nila, how they want to speak about or how they want to help others, pagbalik nila in their old environment, para silang, they're like hitting on a brick wall. Yun yung parang sinishare nilang experience sa amin na parang to the point na sino-show ko na ba sa kanila na mag-heal sila kasi parang ang sarap nitong gusto ko lang talaga maranasan nila yung miracles na nangyari sa buhay ko eh. Sino-show ko na ba? So parang to us, we don't have to. We don't have to shove it down their throats because healing is always a choice. Lagi ko yun ina-explain to people na, oh, heal mo sa ganito. Hindi ko bakit. Sabi ko bakit? It's a choice. Sila magsabi. Gusto naman nila mag-go through ng healing. Pagod na ba sila sa drama nila? Tsaka lang tayo mag-usap. But here, I think Pathways has already established a space wherein the people who come here are already those who choose to heal. Yung pagod na sa cycles ng buhay nila, pagod na to try whatever, ang dami ng questions unanswered. So bakit hindi natin dito i-practice? So this time, in the new healing center ng Pathways, ginawa na namin na part nung system na after ma-unveil yung spiritual creativity and yung practice training ng mga certified alchemists, may tatalunan sila where they can start their service. And at the same time, ang tanong din dyan, sinong isa-serve nila? So,
Yeah. Correct, correct. Actually, marami dito nagtatanong about healing. So, I think marami na tayong magiging magbubook after this. But one is from Krish. How can we heal ourselves and handle our human problems without resorting to toxic positivity? I think that's a really beautiful question. So, yun. Medyo nahirapan din yun, no? Yung mga toxic positivity. And, yeah.
We address all of those in the program,
Mm.
Sarah. We address what is toxic positivity, and of course we need to be positive. But
Mm.
before anything else and being positive, we can be looking into our negative traits without being negative about it. So, ma-address lahat yan. Actually, Krish also had a very good question.
Mm.
She said earlier, can we be proud of ourselves without being egotistic and
Mm.
arrogant? And how can we be humble without dimming our light? I think the alchemy program will answer that.
Mag-enroll ka na daw, Chris.
Eh, pwede na si Krish.
Pwede na
Yeah.
mag-waitlist yan kasi kompleto na yan.
Waitlist na. But since we're in the topic of healing, how can people get to know if healing is for them? And what kind of healing, since there's a lot of modalities there out?
Okay. First of all, everybody needs healing because everybody has fears. Eh, dalawang klase ang fear. Psychological fear at yung totoong fear of imminent danger. But many of us fear the future, which is not even there. But that fear comes from, we have different kinds of fear that comes from first, our wounds. Second, our conditioning. Third, our passed on ancestral patterns. Marami yan. So if you ask me, Sarah, everybody needs healing, and there's nothing really pangit about healing. There's nothing really ugly about healing, shameful about healing. It's just healing, period.
Mm.
You know, I want to learn. It's just like, actually, if you ask me, how I wish it were before it was also taught in school. Because
Mm.
for me to be able to love myself truly, truly, not coming from within yung love ko sa sarili ko, I have to first heal. How can I love something I don't even like?
Mm.
'Di ba? So, para sa akin, since we are not a medical institution or a religious one, the only torch that we bring here is the voice of our spirit through our experiences.
Yes. And so we have a platform already, no, Death?
Yes, at saka gusto ko lang din i-add kay Mama Jane na through the Healing Center, iba kasi experience
Mm.
dito versus dun sa Spirit Training Academy. In Spirit Training Academy, our we learn who we are through our other selves. Dito, it's really a private space. Talagang holding space to para dun sa times ng deepest when we are going through our deepest shadows, yung sinasabi ni Mami Jane na kailangan natin ng assistance.
Mm-mm.
And it's really one-on-one. Kasi hindi sa lahat ng bagay kailangan sabihin natin agad. Minsan tayo nga mismo hindi natin alam kung ano yun. So paano ko i-share? So here it's an intimate space because through the healing center and the dynamics in it, the energies in it, we are here to share with others na ang byproduct kasi ng healing is peace, freedom, and harmony within first. And which then later on will just be translated in our environment.
We have questions here, Sarah, like how do we know which ones we have? And from Nisi, how do we come how do we become an accurate judge of ourselves?
Mm.
Maybe perhaps the core can answer that. All of you.
Start kanina.
Kay Sharon. Kasi siya ang
Go.
brave. Brave siya.
So how do you know which wounds you have? Shall we?
First, dun sa alchemy class, kasi we have this natal chart so that we know our inclination. So, every session or every workshop or every session ng alchemy class is we go deep into those inclinations, the dark and the light. And then from there, tinitingnan namin kung ano mga inclination namin or anong inclination ko sa sarili ko, and I accept kung ano man talaga ako, kung depende doon sa inclination na yon. Aside from inclination, I am moon in Libra, so marami akong naririnig na kuda sa isip. So, kasi gusto ko balansyado, gusto ko maganda yung tingin sa akin. So, yung first na nagja-judge sa sarili ko is yung sarili ko mismo. So, yun, ganun muna bago ko masabi lahat yung buong programa.
Oo.
May I add up to that? Maybe, yung sinasabi kasi ni Sharon, siya ang unang nagja-judge. In our alchemy class, we taught the students to qualify themselves. Judging and qualifying is totally different. Okay? Kasi ang judgment, pag sinabi mong KSP ako, may kasamang, ay, masama yan.
Yun yung husga.
Dito sa Pathways, tuturuan ka, we will teach you how to identify your wounds, how to identify your inclinations without having to judge them. Because if you judge them, then it will be very hard for you to accept them.
That's really beautiful, no? Yun kasi the judgment really talaga is nakaka-block ka agad eh. The path of healing. So, can we hear
Thank
from
you,
others?
Sharon.
Sino pa?
Si Ashley.
Yan yung mga brave souls tonight.
Oh my gosh. Sino ko pa nga iniisip, how do we answer this? Because it's a really good question because it's hard to see your own wounds. Like what was mentioned earlier on in the stream na what you don't know, you can't heal, diba? So, it all boils down to awareness first, but how do you become aware? There are a lot of writings na nga about shadow work, and there are actually very helpful prompts that I personally found very helpful when I was starting out. But it was also mentioned earlier by Mommy J yata na you could read all of these things about shadow work, inner work on the internet. There are a lot of books about it, but it really like hindi mo siya masisimot until someone else helps you with it. Kasi conditioning mo na yun since you were born. Like, yun yung mga nakasanayan mo na yan. And um, for me, since I've done a considerable amount of healing already, I can now say that I see other people's wounds. But for myself, nahirapan pa rin ako. So I still really need the help of people who are really adept at this work. So, ayun, that's my answer.
Nice. So, meron lang din parang follow-up questions. Okay. Good evening, everyone. This is from Jerome Paul. In relation to how to become an accurate judge of ourselves, does our subconscious mind have a significant influence on it? Since we're in the topic of judging ourselves.
Of course. Pero bago ako sumagot, siguro iba muna. Wendy, gusto mo?
Principal.
Principal.
Yung gusto ko munang sagutin yung wounds kasi related dyan eh. Yung when I first met Pathways, sabi ko sa sarili ko, okay naman ako eh. Wala naman akong wounds, hindi ko naman kailangan ng healing. So yung pala yun, liar ako.
Wow.
So hindi mo alam talaga hangga't hindi mo hinarap yun. Kasi ang tagal mong tinago, ang tagal mong pinaniwala yung sarili mo na eto ka eh. Pero actually hindi pala ikaw yun. So malakas yung Pisces ko. So yung Neptune ko din nasa first house. So parang yun eh, illusion 'to, lahat ng 'to na nangyayari sa akin. Pero kumbaga, unless I let somebody in to guide me that I trust, importante yung trust kasi hindi naman ako basta-basta mag-open up to anyone. So unless there's someone who will guide me and hold space for me, I think it's so difficult to find that wound for myself. And then it will lead to the accurate. Ang tanong ko sa sarili ko, may accurate ba tsaka inaccurate?
Yun din eh, who's there to measure?
So
Diba?
parang yun yung tanong ko sa sarili ko ngayon kasi everything is measured kumbaga by standards, by whoever. Pero ang tanong ko, bakit ba natin hinahayaan yung sarili natin to allow other people, society, to measure us? Na successful ako kapag ganito, magaling ako pag ganito. Parang bakit? So parang sa akin, ang invitation ko is hanapin mo yung sarili mong definition of yourself and what you believe in. Yun lang yung para sa akin. So, yung invitation is really to unlearn everything, meaning harapin mo lahat ng mga conditioning na hinarap natin. Kasi ang tagal niyan eh. Ako 48 years old na ako, so ang tagal na deeply ingrained na lahat ng conditioning.
Wow, brave!
Wow!
Yay!
48 and fabulous.
Super fabulous tonight, no?
Ganito yung nanonood ng namin ko. Pero yun kasi parang it's an invitation for us to find our own definition of things. Our truth, what we value, even love. Yung sabi ni Sharon, what is love for me? Kumbaga, these are the basic things that akala natin definition natin pero hindi pala eh. So, it's really breaking the norms that we've been used to. Yun lang, yung invitation.
Nice. Wow, wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jerome, for asking that question. Ano tuloy si principal namin. Well, yeah. Thank you very much. And now let's go back ulit doon sa website natin. Nika, can you guide us through yung using our intuition to look within the website? Here. So, parang siyang oracle card,
Hello.
no?
Hello everyone.
Hi.
Then siguro before I tour you, we go to another tour. Magbigay lang ako ng quick answer dun sa how na
Mm.
'yan. Sa akin kasi ah, don't worry about the how. Ang tanungin mo muna is, do you love yourself enough to take the time for yourself? To drop everything else and just be with yourself right here, right now. Kasi dito sa ginagawa natin, dito sa buong program ni Pathways, it only starts if you choose yourself eh. If you choose yourself, yun lang, wala nang question yan, mawawala lahat ng questions mo. So yun lang. So anyway, going back dito sa sa tour ng website, what are you going through? Ito okay. So nasa healing center tayo, no? Same as the workshops, um you'll be asked again what are you going through to easily guide you kung paano ma-navigate yung healing sessions natin. Yan. So, streamline na namin 'to dun sa mga typical na questions and mga situations ng mga usual na nagpapa-heal kay Pathways. Eto rin kasi, shout out din dun sa mga solid Pathways peeps diyan na nanonood. Etong area na
Yes,
'to rin
yes.
etong area na 'to rin, eto yung puwede nating i-share din dun sa mga friends natin who we want to invite dun sa healing sessions natin, sa workshops natin. Eto yung puwede nating i-share sa kanila kasi for sure gustong-gusto niyo rin i-share 'to, to the world. So, ito yung area na puwede nating i-share sa kanila para madali niyo na silang masagot and madali niyo silang i-guide through the process. Yun lang. So, si Ann naman will show us how to book our private healing sessions next.
Hi again. Sa private healing sessions, just click on kung ano yung gusto nyong healing session. So, sample na lang po is itong in-depth spiritual counseling. So, yan. So, lagay lang po natin yung makikita natin dito yung ano 'no, kung ano yung meron sa healing session na yun, kung nagre-resonate kayo. So, ayun, and other infos din. Tapos, see calendar, makikita natin yung schedule ni core guide. Tapos, click lang kung ano yung okay sa inyo na schedule and then confirm. Tapos dito sa left side, input lang lahat ng details na kailangan. And then, sa right side naman, let's apply the promo code habang meron pa.
Mm.
Basta, so yun.
Sobrang dali na rin, no? Talaga to
Oh,
really
diba?
book.
Lalagay mo na lang everything.
Yeah.
Yes. Tapos,
So pwede rin pala dito sa yung promo code natin, no? Sa healing
yes
session.
po.
Mm-mm.
Pwede rin natin ilagay dito. PW reset.
Yeah, the
500.
coupon code. Sayang. Oo, tsaka until December 31, no?
There.
Yes. Tapos, pay now.
Mag-sample tayo.
Ayan.
Shout out kay
And then marami ring payment gateways, no? So you have the credit
Yes po.
cards, PayPal, even GCash and 7-Eleven, no?
Oo. Tsaka, may GrabPay din po, tsaka Shopee
Ayun.
Pay kung may
Wow!
gusto gumamit.
Pwede
Grabe,
na
sabi ko pala.
pwede na mabudol.
Pati sa hiling.
Pati sa healing, why not, 'di ba? Maganda nga 'yun eh.
Ibang
Um,
klaseng budol.
Tapos add ko lang din po, if payment successful naman, makaka-receive po kayo ng email confirmation. Tapos yung email confirmation na yun, magsistate ng details of the private healing session, Zoom link, healthy boundaries, and other reminders na para ma-prepare din tayo before the healing session. So, ayun. Thank you.
So very, very easy to book, not just with training programs, but also for the new healing center system. So nung before ako kasi, nung time na yon, tinetext lang namin si Det, magpapahil ako.
Oh, grabe, ganun
Diba?
tayo. Ganun tayo
But
galing.
ngayon,
Grabe.
oo. Ngayon,
So this
global
time global na.
standard.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. I want to ask si Elna, before kasi, how did you start with pathways in terms of your healing?
Yes. Thanks, Sarah. Actually, I'm thankful to the Healing Center, no? Kasi my journey talaga to healing started with a private session with Mommy J and Det. So at that time, siguro mga around last year or so, I came to Mommy J and Det with a chronic back problem. As in, naka-metal brace ako, couldn't walk, couldn't stand, couldn't sit properly. In short, I was a very, very tired person, physically, emotionally, psychologically. So, as on the side, I was seeing my doctors naman to manage the back pain, but I decided to go to pathways to also go through healing, no, with them. So it was through the sessions that I discovered, or I was guided through the root causes of what was happening to me at the time. I was supported into really diving deep into my past experiences, my thoughts, my emotions. Isa po akong self-flagellator, no? So imagine how that had also
Yes.
been a big part of what was putting a toll on my body, on my emotions. And very bravely po, sa totoo lang, when I went into the private sessions, I was there to blame the world for what was happening to me. Pero very bravely through the sessions, talagang I was guided through going within versus going outside. And I felt light, no, just with that one session. But I continued kasi I realized I wanted to change my life. Ayoko na eh, pagod na ako at that time. So I continued on with the workshops. And talagang I would like to really call my journey, especially that moment with the healing center at the time, my version of miracle for my health. No, I'm very proud to say na that was one of the greatest many magics that happened in my life. Kasi guys, imagine from seeing doctors, tatlong doktor yon na saying na, Elna, go na under the knife, to finally being told, you know what, you're non-surgical, Elna, you're good. So talagang yeah, Sarah, grabe. As in, I'm very grateful to Pathways. And now I am living a pain-free life. Nakakalakad, nakakatakbo, pero nakakatamad minsan. Nakaka-drive. Nakaka-drive ng malayo na talagang halos
Yes.
dati maiyak-iyak ako kasi favorite thing to do ko talaga siya. And now, to eventually, because kinontinue ko talaga, I'm serving with the community. So, yun. So, maraming salamat to Pathways.
Ah, thank you so much, Elna. You know what? Nakaka-relate ako sa'yo with that medical. This is a sensitive topic, but before I was in full depression mode. But yeah, when I was doing my psychiatrist, he even told me before, ano, gusto mo ba magpapakamatay? I'm sorry for the term, for the very sensitive term, but ano, magpapakamatay ka ba? Kasi kung oo, i-ano na kita, i-admit na kita. That's how unsafe I was with all of those depression thoughts.
Yep.
And when you go out there, it's very unsafe. And being with Pathways, it's a saving grace, and having that space for you to be really vulnerable and be very, very
Amen.
safe.
Amen.
So,
Amen.
but yeah, again, it's not a medical again Pathways, but maganda talaga to really have a balance of both worlds.
Yes, agree.
Diba? And so, Elna, because of that healing, do you want to share also
Yes.
that gift of healing to others with
Yes.
our vouchers?
That's why I am a very active proponent of these
Ah.
vouchers, guys, because you please, I know there have been questions already that have been asked, pero keep them coming. Just to remind everybody, we are giving away vouchers, 1,500 and 1,000 peso vouchers to the winning questions, which we will announce at the end of the event. And these are gifts because we are really hoping that you are able to use this to start your healing journey, with Pathways. You can use them for the private sessions, you can use them for the individual workshops. And on top of that, we're also giving away promotions on our website. So please also check this out, www.thepathwayscommunity.com. So thanks for that. Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you also.
Wait,
Ayan.
Sarah pala, speaking of engagement, tuloy ko na. Let me pass it on to Ash. Continue this conversation, guys. Ashley?
Okay, speaking of engagement, I'm inviting you guys again to please follow us on social media. We're on Instagram and Twitter. That's at Pathways Heals. Yun din yung username namin for the community, the Facebook group. So that's facebook.com/groups/Pathways Heals. Meron din po tayong Facebook page where you're watching us right now, facebook.com/Pathways Healing Center. So again, after this reset, um, we're committing to putting out more content for you guys revolving around healing, inner work, sa mga nahihirapan din mag-start on their healing journey. Marami po kayong makukuhang very helpful tips and mga quotes natin, mga downloads from the universe. So we will post them all on our social media accounts. So please do follow us.
Thank you.
Yan.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ashley. Yan, yung mga posts then, since we are a community, feel free to engage. So, if maka-comment lang din kayo doon, sometimes you can actually ask questions there. I'm sure the core will answer, mommy, dad will answer, or sometimes other people from the community can also answer that. So, again, feel free to engage. And then sometimes yung mga posts, no, we can also share that to people because sometimes we don't know may mga nangangailangan pala doon, 'di ba? So, yeah, we are a community, a global community. And because of that, Mommy, I just want to ask, how did it start? What is the essence of Pathways?
Okay. First, I will go back to 34 years ago. Um, my exposure to healing started maybe 4 decades ago, but in 1988, when I was in my deepest, darkest moment, I heard a voice saying, "Beyond sight, within the heart of every man, lies a perfect being fashioned in the image of the Creator and likened unto itself." Okay, I will expound on that. We here at Pathways, we believe that all of us has this essence. We just don't know. Or natatabunan ng wounds, natatabunan ng conditioning, natatabunan ng inclinations, because the wounds plus the inclinations of the chart will eventually bring you how you operate on your survival mode. But here we are coming from the belief and the understanding that even in the hearts of our greatest enemies outside also lies a perfect being. So we would just hope that they find it, so they don't continue in bullying us or crucifying us when they find that. But really, when we find that essence within us, there's really no, mawawala yung need to prove the self, mawawala yung competition with others. Why? Because when you find that essence, you will find your purpose. And you will live your daily life intentionally. And when you do, syempre, ang ending niyan, you will have a beautiful life. Now, I would just like to, may nakita akong question nung kanina, something like, what if our sufferings is our salvation? I'd like to answer that. God created us never to suffer. If we have sufferings, that is our own doing. Okay? Because if we understand the law of cause and effect, as all people I think understand that, which is karma, so God's greatest gift to us is our free will. You are free to create your life. You are free to create either an ugly life or a beautiful life. The suffering comes from our ignorance. God never meant for us to suffer. Hindi yan, no. Dito sa amin sa Pathways, our God is so loving and so magnanimously beautiful and giving. God will never make us suffer. We make ourselves suffer because of the choices that we make. Yun lang.
Nice. May nakamute ka ata, Sarah.
Ay, yeah, oo. I really I really love that, no, mommy. Yun nga eh. Kasi nga we make our own sufferings talaga. We make our own choices based from the wounds that we have. That's why babalik-balik tayo talaga with all of this training programs. Talagang isa-isahin talaga natin, no? For us to
Yes.
unfold isa-isa.
Metal
And
important.
then you will be coming from the choices that is very loving.
Yes.
Diba? So, yan. Thank you. Thank you also sa question. So, I just want to ask lang then, so how about the blueprint? So, the essence, we already have that. What can you tell me more about Pathways, most especially sa mga taong hindi pa kilala si Pathways?
Um, so who we are a group of people from all walks of life. Kung mapapansin niyo dito, all ages, nandito rin halos. Iba-iba kaming generation. Iba-iba kaming pinanggalingan. Those who came from, parang si Mommy Jane na bata pa lang, really adept na with their own spiritual self or spiritual
But
nature.
I was
Crucified
crucified for that.
for that. Tapos parang tulad namin ni Weng na talagang yung nasa tawag dito yung seeming mundane na talagang nag-aral, nagtrabaho, tapos tsaka nagkaroon ng questions and healing. So parang lahat kami, si Anne sa business, si Ashley sa content creation, si Sharon, kahit bawal sabihin, basta sa corporate.
Si Elna sa
Si
corporate.
Elna sa corporate din. Business side, construction and architecture, si Mika. But at the end of the day, we come together for one, because of one intention and one vision. So dito nabubuo yung blueprint ng pathways. Itong blueprint na to, kaya ganyan yung itsura niya na merong ibang parts na parang hindi pa na-unveil kung ano laman. Kasi kahit kami hanggang ngayon ina-unveil namin through ourselves. Halo-halo itong map na to, journey to ng bawat isa na pumapasok dito sa pathways. Hindi pa natatapos dito. Kumbaga, kanina nung nagsa-start tayo, medyo naiiyak ako kasi parang this point where we are now, this is really a celebration or a mark of a new chapter ng pathways. Kung makikita niyo dun sa dalawang bilog ng blueprint ng pathways, the school and the healing center is the bridge. Is the bridge that we are trying to stabilize, strengthen right now. Kasi dito sa bridge na to, kaya dito mabubuo eventually yung journey ng from self-discovery to self-mastery to serviceship up to co-creatorship pagdating nila ng quantumology. Na actually hindi pa na-mention masyado kanina kasi dito muna tayo, again, pwede tayo mag-shortcut doon, pero pwede tayo magmadali doon, pero walang shortcut sa healing. The journey of co-creatorship is just our version of telling our story kung paano maglakad mula from ignorance to creating our own reality or creating our own heaven on earth. So kaming nandito right now who have found ourselves and continuously evolving and finding more pieces of our puzzles para dun sa grander scheme of things, unti-unti namin siya binubuo through this blueprint. From the school, from the academy to the healing center, ang next namin ay open later on next year. Secret yung store. Later on lahat to. Yung store muna. And then going to our own version of heaven on earth, which is the Pathway Sustainable Healing Farm. So, para safe.
Ang daming nangyayari that, no? So you have
Sobra.
sobra. And yeah, I know. And this website alone, it's really, really beautifully made. And of course, we want to know kung sino yung people behind that. You know, the team, the one that is cream tong blueprint na to. Kanina medyo may pahapyaw na tayo. But yeah, we would like to learn from the team, from the core. Um, I want you to answer how you guys started. Who are you? What is your anomaly? And why are you here? And why are you still serving with Pathways? So, isip-isip muna kayo para ano kayo, meron kayong sample. For me, for example.
Yes.
So, I
Simulan
started,
mo na.
simulan ko. Sige.
Yay!
I started here, yun nga, it was 3 years ago. I was really fed up with corporate. But yeah, it was Pathways for me is really a game changer. My anomaly now is really focusing on home and ancestral patterns. And why I'm still here and still with Pathways because right now I am really ready. I'm really ready to show up and serve. So, thank you, Pathways. So, si Ashley naman, since she's really brave right now.
Really brave right now.
Really brave.
Actually,
Okay. All right. So, ako naman, so how I started, yung first ever workshop ko with Pathways was all about ascension symptoms. Kasi I had no idea about healing. As in, wala sa radar ko at the time yung healing shadow work. Ano ba yun? But at the time, I was going through medyo wild yung spiritual awakening ko at the time. And I was led to Pathways by a friend. And then, because kinuwento ko, ano tong mga nararamdaman ko? Ang dami kong nakikitang stuff na parang first time kong makita. And then he said, go to Pathways. And then it just so happened at the time, yung next workshop na available was Ascension Symptoms. So sabi ko, wow, that's sobrang sakto naman. So, sakto naman ito. Okay, so I enrolled. And then, from then on, dun ko na natutunan yung healing because healing is also weaved into all of Pathways classes. And I was one of the people, I guess, who thought at first na I don't need that. I don't need healing. My life is pretty good. Like, sa mga, okay, I will introduce myself. My mundane self, I am an influencer, a content creator. So, sa mga nagfo-follow na sa akin before pa, um, my whole life is pretty much online. So parang I paint this picture of I used to. Okay, I used to paint this picture na I have a perfect life. Like, oh, as an influencer, oh, ang ganda ng buhay ko. 'Di ba? Parang yun yung trabaho being an influencer na parang kailangan akitin mo yung audience na, oh, ang ganda ng buhay nitong taong 'to, gayahin niyo. But now I'm brave to say, I have the courage to say na hindi perpekto ang buhay ko.
Yeah!
And dun ko na-realize na ang dami ko palang sugat nga na hindi ako aware. So, because of Pathways, I was made aware ang dami ko ng mga traumas na na-heal and I still continuously heal kasi healing is a never-ending journey. So, I guess to answer the question, what is your anomaly? Talking about this online, for me, ang dami nang nagsasabi sa akin na, ano ba yan, nababaliw na si Ashley. Ang dami ko nang nawalang followers. But it's something that I don't really care about anymore. Parang what I what I do care about now is to get the message, get my truth out there na kung wala na akong pake sa judgments ng mga tao when they see na parang, ano yan, bakit woo-woo, ayan, woo-woo si Ashley, ano nangyayari sa kanya? Parang may pinagdadaanan siguro. Oo, maraming pala akong pinagdadaanan na hindi ako aware before. So,
Yeah!
um,
Oh,
so, ayun. So, that's the exact reason why I choose to serve. with Pathways because sobrang laki ng naitulong sa akin talaga. And I know that I'm in a position to be able to help others in their journey as well. So that's why I'm here.
Wow! Beautiful. Thank you, Ashley. Ito yung mga brave souls tonight eh. Si Ashley
Grabe,
and then si
pasabog.
Sharon. Ang daming pasabog.
Oo.
So Sharon, how about you? What's your experience with Pathways?
Hello again. Nag-start ako sa free workshop na hindi ko na-attendan or free metamorphosis online event na hindi ko na-attendan. And then, wala akong ka-date nung February, kaya nung February 13, nag-attend ako ng workshop which is yung Mastery of Self-Love. So, more on love talaga yung tema ng buhay ko. Um, who I am, I'm Sharon. I'm the overseer of research, development, and continuous evolution. Being a Sagittarius kasi more on researching yung gusto ko. More on ano ba ang truth, ano ba ang matututuhan. So that led me to continuous learning sa workshop and healing through those workshop kasama ang pathways. And the anomaly na nakuha ko is to accept who I really am and to love who I really am. And yung love na hinahanap ko, nasa loob ko lang din. And knowing that,
Love ang anomaly ni Sharon.
and knowing, teka lang, kinakabahan ako. And knowing that,
Mga parating na.
Parating na daw.
and knowing that and embodying that love, na feel ko na gusto ko rin i-share yung ganong feeling and knowing sa mga tao. That's why I want to serve. I want to serve with pathways because as I choose myself every day, yung mga miracles talaga dahan-dahang nag-unfold na minsan magde-decide ako tapos hindi ko alam kung anong next na mangyayari and then boom, nandiyan yung universe para saluhin ka. So para siyang eagle na tinuturuan kang mag-fly. So ang mother eagle, itatapon ka niya dyan para mag-fly. And then pag malapit ka na talagang mag-smack sa lupa, doon siya dadating to uplift you. So, yun yung dahilan kung bakit ako nagsiserve sa Pathways. Kasi maraming taong parang ganun din yung nararamdaman nila. And I want to, dahil sa inspiration na nakuha ko sa Pathways, parang ganun din yung gusto kong ma-inspire ang mga tao na, choose their self. And to make their everyday a miracle day.
Ah.
Pasabog.
Thank you, Sharon. So also for those who are watching then, if gusto rin yun ng self-love, parang kay Sharon, just do an emoji right now and show an emoji of heart. Parang support ka kay Sharon. And also please stay kasi we're almost near to our end of the event and we will have a blessing by Mommy J. Okay, so sino nang next?
Me.
Ella. Ah,
So, hello. So,
vouchers?
well, okay, ma'am, yung vouchers, ma-announce natin yung winners later. So, na-share ko na kanina, so how I started my journey. So, it was because of a back problem, but that journey actually led me to many more miracles, di ba, nakwento ko yun kanina. But before that, so, who I am, my name is Elna. I'm the spiritual communication initiator of Pathways, and I'm also the keeper of the glossary. So, I've been actually asking this question a lot lately when we were talking about anomaly. And the question has been, parang bakit sa akin pinadaan lahat ng kailangan kong pagdaanan? The pain, yung physical pain, emotional pain, all the guilt and the anxiety. And over time, as I was going through my healing journey, na-realize ko at naintindihan ko what my mentors had been actually telling me all along. How pain is a beautiful teacher and how intelligent our body truly is, no? And parang minsan inisip ko, and this was also a question that had been in discussion with my mentors na, shak, naiyak ako, shak, dali lang.
Sige lang.
Parang, what is stopping all of us ba from listening to the wisdom of our pain and listening to the wisdom of our bodies, no? And that's my anomaly. That's my anomaly, to face your pain. Face your pain and don't turn the other way, because that is very intelligent. That will teach us many, many things. Lahat ng kudaw natin sa utak, may tinuturo po sila. And to heal from within. You know, aminin ko po sa inyo, for the longest time po, I met the harshest truth that I had been living in my prison of seeking external validation for my worth. People pleaser, ma-pride, as in everything po. Pati po yung seeking ng ang galing-galing ko pong mag-identify sa external roles na binigay sa akin, that I had completely lost all my sense of self.
Yes.
And imagine po how misaligned I was for the longest time. And hindi ko alam that I was actually not free because I thought that was normal. Right? So here in my healing journey, I realized that when I started facing my pain, when I started listening to my body, I saw my prison. And from there, I knew I was not free and sought help to get out of that prison. And in the process, my body started talking to me. It's just amazing. It's yun yung miracle na sinasabi ko. It started talking to me. Because all along it was saying, Anna, I'm so tired of keeping up. Listen to me. Listen to me. So, listening to my body, lahat ng na-store sa kanya, nung na-clear ko lahat ng mga kudaw ko sa utak, and admitting to all this, who I am and what I've been going through, honesty, in all willingness, in all dedication. It is my hope, and this is my story, guys, I know, but I know you also have your own body wisdom and body stories. But it is my hope na someday to be able to find people who are like me, and I know many of you can resonate, to hopefully get out of that prison. I can hold space and find your way back to your bodies again and listen to it again, no? And hopefully be able to find ways to sustain that for yourselves, to live a better life. So that's one. And another is, since I am into communication, I also be able to to help businesses also be able to express their authentic messages out there into the world, as something that I also like to do. Businesses, I believe, that would really help humanity overall. So why Pathways? Uh, it's with Pathways kasi that I could say, though it was very tough. It was very tough, but it is here where I found myself. And I want to be able to really give that back uh, to people, to find themselves way back to themselves. And it is here that I can be continually growing and continually healing as I do this purpose that the universe and my inner self had wanted me to do all this time. So to always be reminded of who I am, because guys, it was then that I can tell you my life just changed forever. So thank you, and that's it.
Thank you, Elna.
Oh, thank you, Elna. That is really inspiring. Talagang, no, the
Grabe.
body, yeah. Oh, now, see, we want to hear naman from Anne.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Hello. Okay, shake muna. um, ah, ako po yung sole entrepreneur and pioneer for business development ng Pathways. Ang gusto ko po sanang ma-bring sa world and sa service ko sa humanity is to transform yung mga businesses na nag-ooperate pa rin sa old ways. Like how I did before. Kasi before I used to operate in a very corrupted way, in a very greedy way, that parang tumutulong lang ako sa tao na tumutulong ako sa tao or sa employees na laging may kapalit or may manipulation involved. Kasi kailangan mag-perform muna sila, kailangan ganito yung benta, parang umiikot lang sa gano'n. So, ang gusto ko po sana ma ma ma-help po ba na ma-bring out is yung maging heart-centered yung isang organization and everyone in it would be sustainable. And dahil na-honor nila yung isa't isa, na-value nila yung isa't isa, it can regenerate life. And
Oh.
ano siya nangyayari talaga because yun yung na-experience ko dito with Pathways and with yun yung na-experience ko dito with Pathways na, for example, kahit si Mommy J, si Ate Det, sila yung founder, co-founder, hindi sila demanding, hindi nag-enforce, nirerespeto namin yung each other and really, tinutulungan nila kami to bring out our spiritual creativity and wait, sorry.
It's okay, Anne.
And kaya siyang magawa
Yes.
Hindi lang profit driven na sobrang protective sa isang organization o isang kumpanya, hindi ganoon So yun yung sana yung gusto ko ma-transform or ma-revolutionize. So
Wow.
so paano po ako napunta ng Pathways? Okay, ito na, kaya ka tao. Okay, okay, I was an addict. Addict po ako na ma-validate ng ibang tao. Addict ako i-prove yung worth ko. Addict ako sa seemingly, kunyari, good life. Kasi kailangan ko ng, parang yung patch, yung tapal ko sa sarili ko na, uy, ganito ako gumigimik, ganito yung iniinom ko. Parang wal-wal na lang parang ganun yung life ko. Tapos addicted rin ako sa drugs, addicted ako sa control, and sa control kasi na yun may kaakibat yun madalas na manipulation Actually, minsan hindi ko alam kung aware ba ako. Yes, minsan aware ako, pero minsan parang after the fact na lang siya nangyayari na nare-realize ko, pero wala akong ginagawa about it. So, not until yung one of my turning points sa path ko is that one of my mentors told me na narcissist ka. Straight to the point. And alam ko nanggagaling siya doon out of love. But that experience for me was so sobrang ganda nung experience, but at the same time, gusto ko ilubog yung sarili ko sa lupa. Sa kayan. Kasi hindi ko alam kung, para ako nagpo-prove that time na, bakit ako ganun nga? Oo nga, bakit ako ganun? Tapos naghahanap ako ng sagot sa kanila or sa ibang tao na para i-justify ko kung bakit ako narcissist. Ganon. So, pero siguro nakatulong sa akin is yung kine-question yung gusto ko nang ma-transform yung buhay ko dahil doon sa tanong na yan, pangyayari na yon. And yung in search din po ako kasi that time with my relationship with God I was internally separated from myself. I was separated from God and it brought me so much pain na kaya ganun yung lifestyle ko siguro or galing sa wounds. So nagtutuloy-tuloy lang ako mag-attend ng workshop, ng healing sessions with Mommy J and Ate Tet. And okay, sorry, ang haba na ata.
Sige lang,
Go
Anne.
lang, Anne. Let the spirit flow.
Let the spirit flow.
Not only this year of my life, I was faced na umarap sa isang tough decision na kailangan kong napiliin yung sarili ko. I listened to that cry of my soul that tama na, paulit-ulit na ayoko na, nakakapagod na. And matagal na yun, matagal ng whispers yun ng puso ko. Pero hindi ko pinapakinggan tuwing naghihiling kami nila Mami J. Lagi ka pa rin ako nag-rant, laging yung outward yung attack approach ko. I was really a victim of my circumstance and hindi siya naging madali, but until I chose myself and really surrendered to God, doon ko nahanap yung sarili ko and His wonderful grace na na-experience ko sa lahat ng tao, everyone, sa mentors ko, even sa stranger na tumutulong sa akin, sa sitwasyon na feeling ko mawawala na ako, but at the same time, it was, yung journey na yun was the weak was a weak point in my life, but at the same time it was also a high point in my life, eh. Like I was in between, parang ganon. So yun, kaya doon sa mga experiences na yun, and sa choice na ginawa ko, it really sorry, it really empowered me. And yun din po siguro yung reason kung bakit ako nagse-serve with Pathways. It's because for me, I want to be an instrument of God here para makapag-share rin ng healing sa ibang tao. And of course, yung gratitude na meron ako with my mentors, with their teachings, with their methods, with kung paano sila nagtiwala and paano sila naging support system ko that time sa mga panahon na hindi ko kaya at hindi ako nagtitiwala sa sarili ko, sila yung nandyan. And walang kapalit yun. Lahat wala. It's really the love, the yung love, yung compassion, yung hope that everyone can feel this, can achieve harmony and freedom, can live by ease, by grace, and be connected with one God. Yun eh. I mean, so with that state and with that feeling that I'm feeling, I just want to share it to the world and may pag-asa po, guys. May pag-asa. Oo, yun. So, I encourage everyone if na-inspire kayo sa stories namin and sa sharing namin, please try it out for yourselves kasi yung greatest healing, greatest teachers in life is yung experience. May experience yung healing sessions, may experience yung workshop, really yung testament, kami yung testament na meron talagang ganitong buhay na abundant. So, thank you. I pass it on to Ate Mika.
Grabe. Nawala tuloy yung sasabihin ko.
Grabe.
Ang tindi nun ah. Hindi. Thank you, Ann. Grabe. I'm so proud of you.
Sobra, Ann. Grabe.
Grabe. Yan yung nagagawa ng healing. Magkaroon ka ng bravery to speak up to wala. Para bang mapupunta ka sa point na wala na akong pakialam. All I want is to share this with others, to share this feeling with others, and to let them know it's possible to change your life, to transform your life, no matter where you are, no matter where you came from, no matter what your background is. All you have to do is to take the first step and choose yourself. Yun lang. So parang, yun lang eh, no? Pero kala mo ang dali. Pero sa totoo lang, yun yung pinakamahirap. Yung i-admit mo na kailangan mo ng tulong. Yung i-admit na, teka, hindi mo alam lahat. Yun. So, ano nga ba yung question? Hindi. So, basically.
What is your anomaly now?
Ayun. So, ba't ba ako nasa pathways?
Why are you
Yung role ata eh. Nakaka-inspire kasi talaga tong mga core. So, yun. Yun. So, basically, grabe. nandito ako kasi oh my God. Ayan, so ako si Mika. Basically, I am the head of design and build sa Pathways. Yung gusto kong wait lang, hindi pa ako tapos dun sa pag-ano, appreciate dun sa time and space na binigay mo sa'min and to share that moment with you, and I'm so grateful lang for us to be witnesses to that. So yun lang. Anyway, yun, moving on. Ako si Mika, head of design and build. Basically, yung gusto ko lang talaga sana is magkaroon ng space sa mundo na mag-build tayo from the heart. Na magkaroon tayo ng space na not just coming from our head, not just coming from wanting this or that, not coming from personal gain, for us to have an equivocal and transformative way of building, to have a deeper meaning sa lahat ng ginagawa natin. So, I'm also the essence keeper of Pathways. So as an essence keeper, I highlight the timelessness and of the transmissions of Pathways, keeping its purity in its creative, tangible form. So basically, for now, what I do is yung mga downloads na binigay kay Mommy J since 40 years ago. Kami yung tulong-tulong nagpa-patch nun and ginagawa namin. Can you imagine 40 years na lakad? 40 years na lakad na ikaw ay hindi ko wala akong pinapatamaan na like parang in general. In general, yung mga nasabi kanina nagmamadali, nandito ka pa lang 1 year or ilang months, parang pagod na pagod ka na agad, gusto mo na agad mag-jump na to high and to parang freedom. It is an endless journey, eh. Si Mommy J nilakad niya yun for 40 years. Ito right now dito, with this core, we grounded it together into this beautiful masterpiece na meron tayo sa website na mas marami siyang matutulungan this time, not just in the Philippines, yun sa globally also. What else? Bakit ako nasa Pathways? Kasi paano ako nag-start? Nag-start ako kasi because of Dete. Si Dete kasi, friend ko siya and business partner before. Tapos, unang dating ko sa Pathways tinanong ako ni Mommy J, "Ikaw MK, do you love yourself?" Ta's ang yabang ko talaga, sabi ko, "Oo naman mams 'no, love na love ko talaga sarili ko, password ko pa nga I love myself, eh." Gumanon ako. Tapos, hindi ko alam, yung kilala ko lang pala sa sarili ko was my outer shell. Kilala ko lang pala yung ako trying to prove to anyone na I matter. Na ako na like in terms of, status or titles or money, hindi ko alam na nung time na yun, hindi ko alam na ang dami ko na palang nakalimutan. Ang dami ko palang binaon sa limot. Ang dami ko palang ano ba 'to? Ang dami ko palang akala ko hanggang sa mamatay ako, hindi ko na siya babalikan ever. So, dito ko sa Pathways na-unfold lahat yun. Na dito ko sa Pathways hinarap lahat yun. Na ano pala, nakalimutan ko talaga, totally nakalimutan ko na kaya pala sobrang whenever I look back at my past, napakadilim ng nakikita ko sa visions, ganyan. Kasi, at a very young age, uh, I was sexually abused and because of that, I felt so powerless na parang all my life before I met Pathways, all my life I was trying to prove myself. Nilalabas ko yung seeming power ko sa labas, nagagalit ako sa lahat ng tao kapag hindi sila sumusunod sa'kin. So parang ngayon, ngayon ko lang na-realize yung real authentic power within me na nanggagaling talaga siya sa authenticity, sa purity, sa ano siya, eh, like yung light natin, it's just it just, maa-unfold mo lang siya if na-peel off mo yung lahat ng mga tinapal mo dun sa wounds mo, na mga tinapal mo sa sarili mo na akala mo ito ka, ito ka, ito ka, hinahatak ka. Parang buong buhay ko feeling ko dati, feeling ko at a very young age meron akong pinagbabayaran. Parang feeling ko kailangan kong gawin 'to, kailangan kong lahat ng tao inuuna ko except myself. So dito ko sa Pathways lang nalaman for the first time ever, that time 4 years ago, na puwede ko palang piliin yung sarili ko. Okey lang pala, hindi pala siya selfish to choose myself. Puwede pala akong magpahinga. So, nag-transform talaga yung life ko na akala ko 4 years ago, I made a leap of faith. Nangyari, we had this company, kami ni Dete, and I just said, ayoko na ng corruption, gusto ko na lang talagang maging masaya. So, kahit anong mangyari basta gusto ko lang talaga ako muna this time. Tapos, yun nag-journey ako, nakilala ko yung sarili ko na ang dami ko palang akala ko kasi before ito lang yung kaya kong gawin, eh. Nag-aral ako, nagtrabaho, um, eto lang talaga yung, ah eto lang yung alam ko, sinasabi ko lagi, eto lang, construction lang yung alam ko, architecture lang yung alam ko, all other things wala na akong alam. Dito ko nakita sa Pathways na sobrang dami ko pa palang kayang gawin, sobrang dami ko pa palang gifts na hindi ko pa ever nata-try makita ever before. Ngayon ko lang na-realize na marunong pala ako gumawa ng website. Ngayon ko lang na-realize na kaya ko pa palang mag-heal din ng other people. So, yung lakad na yun, yung transformation ng life na yun naming lahat sa core, hindi mangyayari yun without the help and mentorship ni Mommy J and Dete, na sobrang grateful lang talaga ako dun sa pure unconditional love na binibigay and pinapakita nila sa'min dito sa path ng dito sa ginagawa namin. So, there's nothing else to do, 'pag nandito ka sa gano'ng point parang, yes, you choose yourself every day, eventually the choosing ends, eh. It just ends and you just embody it na parang, "This is me." Ah, ako and may gusto ako and it just comes magically, bigla na lang, "Oh, gusto ko ng ganito." Andiyan na siya bigla. Iniisip ko pa lang siya, bigla na lang, "Ha? Paano mo nalaman na gusto ko 'to?" Gano'n siya yung unfolding ng life parang dun ko na-realize na kaya ko palang i-create, kaya ko palang mag-start ulit and kaya ko palang, ah, i-co-create yung life. So ngayon, I'm standing here and, with the rest of the core and pathways na sinasabi ko lang na sa sobrang change na nangyari sa life ko and sobrang grateful lang ako sa nangyari sa life ko, gusto ko lang siyang i-share, gusto ko lang i-dedicate yung life ko to service. And I choose to do that with Pathways, no one else. Talagang ano siya, for me, um, dito ko nakita yung groundedness na kahit anong mangyari, mag-pause man kami for a reset. Wala, eh, talagang ano siya, unwavering, talagang sobrang tindi ng groundedness ng Pathways na walang makaka-shake sa kanya. So, ini-encourage ko lang everyone to try to choose yourself today, to start choosing yourself kasi by choosing yourself, dun mo makikita na puwede pala siya, as in yung life na 'to, yung life mo right now kung nasaan ka man right now, it can change, you can live an abundant life na walang lahat ng nilakad mo walang tapon diyan.
Ah,
Yun lang.
Oh, thank you so much, Mika. Grabe, grabe. You know what? This is not just a celebration of the relaunch of the website, but a celebration ng lahat ng lakad, no?
Yes.
And we want to also celebrate with you guys, our viewers, especially si Chris. We want to shout out for reposting this event. We have so
Thank
many
you.
inquiries. So thank you, thank you. If na-inspire kayo sa mga story ng core, ng mga ibang nag-testimonial sa amin, please, please, please do share the stream. We're nearing na actually, but please do stay because we have a blessing in the end. So thank you very much. So Weng, can you share us naman your side?
Thank you, Sarah. I'm Weng. I'm the head of Spirit Training Academy. Ang tawag sa akin dito sa loob is Principal Miss Minchin. Aside from being the principal, I'm also the oracle and the process innovator of Pathways. How I met Pathways, through synchronicities, I met Pathways a year after I left the corporate world. I had a successful career in Singapore, pero wala eh, parang there's something empty inside. Kasi ang buhay ko lang nun was work, bahay, work, gigimik. Parang wala, it was so empty. And I had this dream of just putting up an events planning company na ang layo-layo sa role ko nun. Pero ang gusto ko nun was an events planning company focusing on workshops and trainings. But I didn't know how. I didn't know where to start. I was out for 11 years. Tapos when I met Paris, parang wala eh. I was just starting from ground zero na wala talaga akong alam. Wala rin akong, kumbaga parang wala ako for the past years. Talagang zero, talagang hindi ko ma-explain eh. Wala talagang background, anything. Pero yun, during my first visit to Pathways, yung first question that really natumatak sa isip ko was, why are you here? Simple but yet loaded. So nung tinanong sa akin yun, I was surprised kasi parang, ano tong question na to? Kasi hindi ko alam, why are you here? Parang dito right now or why are you here in this world? So ganun yung tanong inisip ko. So pero eventually the answer that came out was I have this drama that I wanted to make a difference in the world but I didn't know how. Little did I know that first meeting with Pathways would be a continuous meetings and a continuous miracle for me. Kasi I'm the doubting Thomas na very logical minded, na wala si Pisces at all, na parang I needed to be surprised, shown a miracle every time I went there para for me to see that there is life na hindi normal. Na yun nga sabi ni Ma'am Shea, welcome to the crisis in the world, welcome to Pathways. Kasi yun eh, yung mga na-label na baliw, nawuwu, pero meron pala tayong uuwian, may bahay pala tayong tatanggapin tayo kung sino tayo. And kaya ako nagstay sa Pathways because of that. Because I found myself, I found my heart. Like that was saying earlier, she was apathetic. I was also like that. Hindi mo ako mahag, love you, I love you. Hindi ako sanay ng ganyan. Parang ano yun? I wasn't very emotional. Hindi ko kilala sarili ko. And when I met myself, I realized na empath pala ako, na naiyakin pala ako, na hindi ko alam, na kasi I was showing the very exterior of yung strong, alpha female na, I'm okay, I'm not wounded, my life is perfect, di ba Ashley? Parang wala eh, walang issues sa buhay, pero ang dami palang nakatago sa ilalim, na hindi ko alam, even when I was young, I had a Pandora's box na tinago ko before, na I had a lot of gifts na I didn't know na I'm still opening now kasi ang tagal kong tinago eh, na baka nagtampo na ayaw na nilang lumabas. So I'm just patiently waiting for them to come outside again na para ma-reintroduce kumbaga, makilala ko sila ulit. So hinahayaan ko lang. Pero ang pinaka thankful ako to Pathways is I found the bravery, the courage to face myself. Kasi being the Pisces and malakas yung Neptune ko, I really couldn't face myself. I had this illusion of myself, and I was projecting that to the world. But at the end of the day, it wasn't me. It was a lot of masks, layers, facades, pretensions. Pero sa practice ko na na-realize na I don't need this. I can be who I am. Natamad si Pisces, gusto matulog ni Pisces, I'm sorry, saka na tayo mag-meeting, parang it's welcome. It's not, Hindi katulad sa corporate world na you need to work 8 to 5 or work long hours na hindi eh. Dito parang I need to rest. And it's respected na I'm just accepted for who I am. My anomaly by now, it's about education. I'm very passionate about that. It started with the financial literacy, pero na-realize ko it's beyond that. It's even beyond just my passion for kids with special needs. It's really inspiring other people that there are a lot of possibilities out there if you just allow yourself to open your eyes. Na yun, di ba na parang sinabi natin na kanina na tama ba to, mali ba to, accurate ba to, inaccurate? Wala eh. Hanapin mo yung sarili mo ng meaning mo ng definition ng tama at mali. Hanapin mo yung accurate, inaccurate. Hanapin mo yung sarili mo. Ikaw yun eh. Ikaw mag-define nun, hindi ibang tao. And one of my other passion is really supply chain kasi gusto kong basagin yung nakasanayan nating law of demand and supply, lahat ng mga limitations ng supply chain na ingrained sa atin na wala yun. There's no scarcity if we just are open to it. The universe is so abundant. God is so generous. If we're just open to that, to receive that, to allow ourselves to be open to that blessings. And the only way that we can be open to that is we remove the layers of our wounds, remove all our demons, yung mga kumbaga love yourself truly, completely, even the good and the bad. And just allow the universe to show you the miracles. Yun lang invitation ko. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, thank you. Ang galing lang no, na yung mga naggawa mo rin in your previous corporate job, na nata-translate mo pa rin, no? Sabi nga ni Mommy J, walang tapon lahat. So thank you all for sharing. And now, that can you share also your story for us to be inspired?
Grabe nanginginig ako sa loob, sa totoo lang.
Bakit
Yung nag-freeze pa ako. Sa sobrang
Talagang nanginig ka na talaga.
Nanginig din talaga. Pero siguro kaya ako nanginginig before about me, I just want to say how honored and humbled and proud I am to be walking this path with all of you here. Kasi akala ko baliw lang ako dati before coming to Pathways. Parang kayo din. Na this kind of life and beauty of life is possible. Pero dahil dun sa lakad na nilalakad nyo ngayon, lahat ng bravery nyo ngayon, grabe, wala akong ibang gustong makalakad, kundi ito. Akala ko dati, dito ko na ipapasok yung kwento ko kasi tapang-tapangan ako noon. Because I had to. In childhood, my childhood is, I was immersed in scarcity, violence, and a lot of survival issues in my environment. And I keep asking myself, ba't ganito buhay ko? Bakit ganun? Parang nakikita ko sa iba, parang pwede namang may ganong klaseng buhay, ba't ganito yung buhay ko? Parang fated na hindi ko, para akong helpless with kahit anong gawin ko. Meron at merong parang yung moving series of unfortunate events na hindi ko alam at that time why. But at the same time, parang sabi rin ni Weng kanina na kung noon parang hindi totoo na may scarcity, there's more to life than scarcity. Hindi ko dina-downplay yung those who are going through a lot of lack and scarcity right now because I've been there. But what I want to say is kahit nung galing ako nung panahon na yon, I was questioning God, I was questioning life. Ba't ba ako nandito? But at the same time, I would be presented in dreams of a life that is free from all the complications of the world, meaning complications of conditioning, of status, of effort to live. Parang effort siya to live. Bakit kailangan natin mag-effort to live? May buhay tayo, pero ba't kailangan ko pag-effortan mabuhay? Pwede bang huminga lang ako? As in, yun lang yung moments, there are so many moments in my life na yun lang gusto ko mangyari. Gusto ko lang huminga. Pwede bang huminga lang muna ako saglit? And I had to grow up at a very early age. So since then, I had to build up a lot of resilience and a lot of parang tapang-tapangan And I was so angry. I was so angry. I was a very angry person kasi I was angry at life. I was angry at God. I was angry at myself. Why can't I do anything about it? Until I was 19, when all of this search led me to me learning how to unlearn the conditions of the mind. And yes, it helped at first. Para lang yun to get a grasp of fresh air na parang, uy, yung limitation ko na yun, ako lang pala gumawa. Uy, ito pwede ko pang i-unlearn. Uy, ito ganito. So I started recreating my life in the past, even if seemingly alone yung feeling, pero sumasaya ako kahit papaano. So I tried to recreate my life back then. Akala ko noon, ito na, chance ko na mag-recreate. Kaya yung sa kinukwento, itatahi ko lang doon sa kinukwento ni Mika na eventually, nagawa naman. We created our business, nagawa ko yung passions ko, lahat ng klaseng ambition, I planned my life. I restarted and planned my life. And nagawa ko lahat ng ambition na yun na in the past, in childhood, hindi ko maiisip na pwede ba yun. So fine, nagawa ko yun. Pero at the heights of it all, I was surprised. At the heights of it all, meaning lahat, material goods, status, ano pang yung mga dating wala ako, lahat ng polarity ng scarcity, napunta ako sa very abundant on the material world. Pero at the heights of it all, I was so empty. I felt so empty. And pwedeng huminga, Jaya. So, I really felt so empty at that time. So, sabi ko nun, andito ko ngayon, nakaupo sa pinlano ko since 12 years old, since bata ako, bakit ganito yung nararamdaman ko? Ano to? Hindi pala ito yung buhay. Akala ko ito yung gusto kong buhay. So I started asking more important questions. Sabi ko, ano ba talagang buhay? Is this all there is to life? Kasi akala ko ito lang yon nung dating wala ako. Ngayong meron ako. Hindi pa rin ito. So ano ang gagawin ko sa buhay ko? And then this quest for parang this thirst for happiness and meaning and purpose in life, doon ako magically, synchronistic events led me to pathways to meet Mommy J. And naalala ko yung first question. Lahat tayo naalala natin yung mga first question ni Mommy J sa atin. Hindi ko rin makakalimutan kasi tinanong ako, okay, so sige, so why are you here? Why are you here? So inupuan ko talaga siya. Tapos nung nag-iisip ako, why am I here? And hindi ko na rin gusto na magsinungaling pa sa sarili ko at that time. And I answered, I just want to be happy. Despite all the things that I've gone through, I just want to be happy. And hindi ba pwedeng maging masaya? Yun lang ang tanong ko, pwede ba akong maging masaya? Nang hindi ko kailangan may gawin para sumaya. Yung masaya ko kasi masaya ako. So sinagot ng mama, mukha ba kaming multo? Hindi naman sila multo and mukha silang masaya. So sige po, game. Ready na akong to let go of everything that I have built. Everything that I thought that I knew. Ready na ako to let go of everything that I thought I need to be happy. I just want to be really happy and embody it. Embody joy and the beauty of life. So nagtuloy-tuloy lang din ako in pathways sa pag-heal. So wala akong pinagkaiba. Hanggang ngayon, nag-heal pa rin ako ng matindihan. Ilang araw na akong umiiyak. Ilang araw na akong, bago tong event na to, ilang araw na lahat kami. At din ang pinagdadaanan namin before this. But I think what was restored nung nag-start akong mag-healing journey with Pathways was hope. Because in the past, I've been parang sanay ako na hopeless ako eh. I'll just do something about it. But deep down inside, I was hopeless of the visions that I see of a renewed world na para ba akong baka naive lang ako, dream lang na pwede tayong mabuhay lang at huminga and be happy nang wala akong kailangan gawin to be happy, not just to live, to simply live. And I started healing and serving at the same time kasi until I got to know myself and who I am. Ang laki ng tulong din sa akin ng training na very direct training ni Mommy J kasi dati very impatient ako. Very. Very impatient. Ang mamadali ako sa buhay eh kasi survival and grasp yun eh. Grasp of breath. So parang sanay akong magmadali. But dito sa pag-heal ng sarili, being compassionate with myself, I started to really be gentle with myself, to listen to every emotion, namnamin ko siya every time na merong bagong na-experience, to be really patient about it, na may nagagawa pala yung patience. In the past, visions lang ng a renewed world, free from suffering, free from pain. Akala ko dati parang panaginip lang siya. To the point na ginawa ko siyang thesis nung architecture days. Ginawa kong thesis yon to create a sustainable, healing, um, rehabilitation place for people that are called crazy. Talagang thesis ko yun noon, tas nilagay ko lang on the shelf after. Kasi feeling ko, nung tinanong ako lagi, ba't yan ang thesis mo? Kasi sabi ko lang, I care for the people of my kind. Ayoko sila sa basement. Feeling ko may pag-asa. So akala ko noon parang baliw lang akong bayan, ba't ko ba ginawang thesis yun? I went on with life. Pero nagulat ako nung when I journeyed here in Pathways and saw and remembered my truest vision of a purpose. Hindi pala ako baliw. Na totoo pala yun, that there is really a world that I can create, not just ng ako lang, but with the people who are also aligned, who sees the same vision, not only for ourselves, but for humanity. That we can live as one humanity na hindi kailangan ng separation, ng conditioning, ng gender, ng lahat ng isms, na we can just be with each other. Siguro yun yung anomaly ko, that na I just want to create a safe space where we can live and be ourselves. Fine, na kasi dito sa ginagawa natin ngayon, dahil meron pa ring somehow nasa bridge tayo ngayon ng generation na habang we are healing ourselves, hindi natin maiiwasan na to feel not safe while we're doing it kasi we lose people or people judge you along the way, or parang may conditioning pa about spirituality, may conditioning pa about healing, may conditioning pa about calling ourselves crazy. Yung dream ko or the thing, yung anomaly na gusto ko i-create is merong pwedeng maging safe haven na we can unlearn and heal safe on a safe space. So siguro yun yung gusto kong ibigay and i-share lang sa mundo kung ano yung guidance na binigay sa akin ni Mami J ng buong Pathways community at ngayon ng core team, hindi siya mapapalitan, hindi siya mababayaran ng kahit ano. It's beyond any form of measurement. Hindi pa ata na-create yun. Kaya right now I'm standing here and I'm just marching here with my sisters and brothers dyan behind the scenes. We see you. Kaya ini-invite lang din namin kayo to just take the first step. Kasi kahit saan ka nang galing, sa akin ngayon, parang feeling mo, parang wala nang binigay na maganda, pero meron talaga. I started learning how to receive from life. And maybe you can too. So, piliin nyo lang muna yung sarili nyo and allow yourselves to be open and to surrender. And just surrender to the divine and surrender into that experience na one day, ikaw din, meron talagang promised land. Meron talaga. So, yun lang muna.
Thank you. Sobrang we are also looking forward to that promised land. Thank you so much, Ted.
Soon.
Oo nga,
Soon.
soon. Yes, excited about that. Mommy, can you share us? I mean, you are the embodiment of anomaly.
I are
And
the
we've already,
anomaly.
yeah, you are the anomaly. But yeah, can you
First,
also share us your story?
Sarah, I have to say this. I am very proud of all of you.
Hmm.
There, on bended knees talagang wala akong masabi. My anomaly is I am the anomaly of hope. because I see myself in all of their stories. Nauumay na ako minsan kasi paulit-ulit na lang yung kwento ko sa workshop. But today, how it felt like this is it. We're so ready to come out. Lahat nung nangyari sa kanila, pinagsama-sama sa buhay ko. And more. And more. But with that, that's why I always say walang tapon. Because through it all, during the times when I was on drugs, I was rebelling with life, I knew deep inside of me that there was hope, that there was a promised land. So I held on to it. Sige, hindi ako malinis. I've been to hell many, many times. Yes. I've made so many seemingly wrong choices. But now looking back, walang tapon lahat yun. Without that, wala ako dito. I will not be here with the team, with all of you, with the alchemists, with all those that support pathways. But in my heart of hearts, we're doing this. We're launching, we're doing this, we're coming out with this global platform because we all know and believe that there is hope for everyone. Always. Yung buhay ko, malalaman nyo na lang sa workshop. Nakakalap. Kasi, minsan nauumay na nga akong paulit-ulit lang. But there is hope. I've been through so much. Pero wala namang tapon lahat yun. Walang tapon. If you ask me, even in your deepest, darkest moments, or your darkest mistakes, you can still change your life. There is always hope. But you have to make the first step.
Yes.
So, babalikan ko lang ng konti yung isang tanong kanina, that if you are faced with a very toxic environment, what to do? I suggest dealing with the environment by getting out of it can be good. But I personally suggest mag-heal ka muna ng sarili mo. Why? Because your environment is a reflection of what you have inside you. So if you want to change your outside, we have to first change our inside. Not that you are responsible for all. Kumbaga ba kung na-rape ka, which I was also sexually abused. Kung na-rape ka, hindi naman ibig sabihin, ako ba nag-ano nito? Pwedeng past life mo yun eh. Binabayaran mo lang. But you can turn that around. You see, the answer to pain is in the pain itself. And your greatest power lies beneath your greatest weakness. So I will end my story there.
Thank you, Mommy. And para malaman niyo yung mga story, more of the story of Mommy, mag ano kayo, mag-book kayo at mag-enroll kayo sa mga training programs. But yeah, thank you so much for inspiring us, for all your inspirational stories. And I know may mga viewers tayo na makaka-relate doon sa mga stories that you guys shared. And before we close this tonight's event, we wanted also to have a blessing from Mommy J and to touch all of our lives and to have that inspiration to really join the movement of healing. So,
So
yes.
maybe we can ask them, Sarah, if some of them want to light a candle, because
Yes.
I don't prepare, I don't plan my our you know that.
Yes, yes.
Earlier today or last night, I was told to do an ancestral healing
Mm.
of illnesses in the family.
This is really generous, mommy. So I would like to invite everyone. So if you are in a quiet space or just settle your energies, if you want to light a candle because this is more of an ancestral, so we are also honoring our ancestral lineage. If you can light a candle, be in a safe space, be in a quiet place, just so protected din kayo. So if everyone is ready, yeah, we can start.
Okay. As we settle our hearts in your silence, join me in the prayers. With all that is within me, I now speak these words of truth as I raise my consciousness to the highest vibration possible. Touch your heart with both of your hands. Feel your heartbeat. Feel it pulsating, and then say this with me: I am love. I am light. I am courage to be who I am. Tonight, I will touch my heart so I could touch my soul as I connect to all the dimensions of my life. I will now state these words of truth in my consciousness because deep within me there is hope. Deep within me, I know that life is awesome in its fullness. So I now open my heart and mind and trust that life will always bring me what I need, even in my deepest, darkest moments. I let go of all my expectations of what and how things should be. I release and let go of all my shame and guilt and everything that is holding me back from remembering my purpose. I remain open and humble as I raise my every leftover wound, pain, fear, greed, shame, and guilt to the refuge of the divine feminine as I learn to face my lessons always. I surrender to the grace of God, knowing that as I learn my lessons, I am able to release all harmful energies and negative karmic bonds that I have carried with me for years. I let go of all my negative programming and conditioning that I may have repeatedly made and have kept me from being in the space of self love and prevented me from living my life joyously. I let go of all my greed, knowing that I have everything I need already inside me. I now let go and release and allow nourishment and nurture for myself. As I do this, I receive and I become stable and grounded. I now feel ease in my body as I find balance in my relationships. I am true to myself. I will now express who I am without fear, for I know this is honoring myself. I am at home in my heart as I become free to express my true feelings, desires, and passion. I am able to perceive and see clearly at every level as I seek the truth at all times. I will have a clear and open connection with God that is in me, represented in the Spirit in me as I live in the moment. I am connected to Mother Earth as I know it holds all my planetary memories hidden within my consciousness. I am linked to my lunar consciousness as I link all of myself with my divine feminine energies. I am linked to my solar consciousness and connected to my masculine energies. I am linked to the angelic realm as I gain greater and understanding of my dimensional framework. Beloved World Mother, this is me. Illuminate all of my causal bodies and bring me to my highest light. As I now lovingly release everything that is not in harmony with my greatest self. Let my yin and yang be one. I now open my heart and soul, my cellular body, my spiritual body, my mental, emotional, and most of all, my physical body, to the healing and balancing of energies of my ancestral lineage right now. I will pause for a moment so you can connect with your ancestors. Now we call upon the great ancestors to pray with us tonight as we seek to integrate and harmonize with our highest light and allow the perfect healing of our body and our soul. Let all ancestral diseases passed to our lineage be healed and completely healed right now, as in all the bodies of our living blood and soul family can also be graciously cleansed and healed in the grandness of life. Perfect health be ours today as complete body healing descends on all of us as we balance the collective karmic debt of our ancestors with our love and highest light. Join us, great ones, as we cut all non beneficial ancestral cords still attached to us today and to our blood and soul families. Across time and space, we call once again our beloved grandmothers and grandfathers and all our honorable ancestors across all ages. Accept our tribute because we know that it is only through your ancient struggle, through your ancient endurance, and most of all, through your ancient love that we now partake of these blessings for the beginning of our new heaven on earth. We thank you for the perfect health that is bestowed to us today as complete body healing descends on all of us gathered here. In the silence of your heart, say this with me. I am now free of all these dense energies. I am now free from all its karmic consequences in my body and reality. In the name of the God that I know that is light, say your name. It is done, it is done, it is done. In faith, in hope, in love, and in harmony, let there be peace in our world. And let it begin with each one of us. I will give you some time to ask for your own prayer from your ancestors, to all the alchemists, to all the pioneers in the core. We thank you for your bravery and courage. Let your lights inspire the world. It is done. It is done. It is done. Okay, Sarah?
Ah, that is really, really wonderful. Thank you so much, Mommy, for giving that blessing, connecting us to our ancestors. Yeah, totoo talaga na if you heal yourself, no, you really heal your ancestral lineage. So thank you again for that. And also, we want also to thank everyone who asked. Of course, you will win. Sabi nga ni Elna, you will win vouchers for even for for questioning. So, yes, let's yung mga questions natin.
Yung
Ah,
winner, top five
okay, mga
winners.
winners natin, yon. So, mga winners
Yan,
natin,
ganun.
thank you so much. Wait. Okay.
Iipan
Hindi
mo.
ako prepared kasi nandun pa ako. Okay.
Habang
So,
nag-ground tayo,
oo.
yan na, pasend na please by Shawi. Pasend dito sa ano natin. And Ann pala. Whew, ang top 5.
Nasa chat.
Okay, yan. So, number 5. Our winner for number 5 is Carla Lasqueti. So, thank you so much.
Yay!
Woo!
1,000 voucher to, no?
Yes.
Discount voucher.
Na-inspired din kami actually with all of your questions. So thank you very much for questioning that. It all starts from there. Number 4, our winner is si Shan Fei. Thank you so much also for that.
Yay,
And
Champagne.
yes. And number 3, si Mai Crespo. Thank you also. Woo!
Si
At least
Marcy.
yan,
Sorry,
ma-jumpstart na talaga
Anthony.
rin yung healing and then yung healing nila. Number
Um,
2, thank you
before,
very much.
Sarah, before yung number 2 and 1, ano lang, paulit lang natin kay Elna kung ano na panalunan nila.
Okay, yes, yes.
Okay, so for yung yung number 3, 3, 4, and 5, nandun pa rin ako, sorry.
Yan, okay lang yan.
Ang dali lang, woo! Okay. So, fifth place, third place, fourth place, and third place will win 1,000 peso discount vouchers. Congratulations that you can use for our individual workshops or private sessions. Guys, valid for enrollments from November 18 today until December 31, 2022 po yan.
And how can they claim their prize?
Yes.
Iko-contact
Oh, to claim your prize, we will send, I think Anne will send a link. Please get in touch with Miss Angelica Go with mention Bombo Angelica Go. She will send her link and then please lagay niyo po yung full name niyo, yung mobile number nyo, at saka yung email address nyo because you will be sent the vouchers directly to your email. The instructions are there. You can book through our website and use the promo codes in the vouchers. So yun. So congratulations to third, fourth, fifth place winners.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And now, our second and first place, talagang ano. Second winner would be si Jerome Paul. Thank you so
Hey,
much. Woo!
Jerome!
Thank you. Thank you for being brave enough to ask questions. And then our last would be si Mara La Peña. Thank you so much again.
Wow!
Mara!
Elsa, what will they win
Okay,
again?
so they will win naman. Congrats, 1,500 worth of discount vouchers each. So,
Yay!
congratulations, guys. Please don't forget to get in touch with Anne for the next steps for you.
Yes, oo. And then also we will post the winners tonight in our socials as a reminder. Okay, so it was a really inspiring and maraming mga pasabog na nangyari. And also for that movement of healing, of that anomaly. Thank you so much for opening your doors to us again, Pathways. We can't wait for all the beautiful trainings and healings that you have in store for us all. Thank you so much. And of course, we want to thank you, Mommy. Any last words to say?
First, I want to say those na hindi nanalo to watch out for our next event.
Yes.
Because
Mm.
we have more prizes to share. Okay. Um, what can I say? Let us all be anomalies for the of healing. Why do we need to heal? Because if we want to change the world that we live in, then we it has to start with us.
Perfect.
So maybe we can end the night
Yeah.
para sa
Wow.
night.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you so
Thank
much. Again,
you,
please visit
everyone.
our website www.thepathwayscommunity.com.
Yay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, guys. Good night, everyone. See you
Thank
soon.
Good
you. Good
night.
Bye,
night.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye, alchemists.
Bye, miss.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you for staying also, all the viewers. Thank you.
Guys, bye.